Adelphia presents high school football, the KHSAA Class 2A Semi-State. The Elizabethtown Panthers versus the Owensboro Catholic Aces. Hello again, sports friends. I'm Jerry Burge.
And I'm Jody Head.
We're speaking to you from a cold and damp Rash Stadium, where tonight, indeed, it's the semi-state, the 2A semi-state. Owensboro Catholic against E-Town. The winner advances to the state championship game, and we've got a standing room only crowd on hand.
What a difference it makes. I don't know, Jerry, if you can recall 1997 when these Aces came here to play Franklin Simpson. I was on the sidelines because that was the only seat I could get. I remember myself and Randy Clemens, and I was in a long-sleeve shirt with no jacket. Well, tonight is a much different story.
Look at the crowd.
But it has not held up this crowd from being very large already, and they have been here for a couple of hours.
We came down at 4:30 this afternoon, and look at that. About half the crowd was here already at 4:30 this afternoon. The field is in rather tough condition, to say it nicely. It's taken a beating. We had the rainfall yesterday, a heavy rainfall almost all day long. We had the low temperatures today down in the 20s and 30s. We had snow when we were here this afternoon. The field was partially covered with snow, and you can see right there, that's where the extra points kicked. You were down there, weren't you, Jody?
I was down there talking to Coach Lawson and during warm-ups, and Jerry, where they kick extra points, there was a small puddle. It's very muddy around the 20-yard line as well. It's also in very poor condition. The middle of the field is not going to be good from a footing standpoint, but I think that the weather will probably have just as much as an impact. If you can imagine, if you're a reserve and you're called upon to come in, it's going to be a very daunting task.
Aces captain's going out on the field. It's on the 50-yard line for the toss of the coin. With the weather conditions the way it is right now, how important is this toss of the coin, Jody?
Well, I think it's very important, Jerry. I think you want to get the ball first. I think both, obviously, with these two high-potent offenses and what they're capable of doing, want to get this football, want to set the tone early, and possibly take it down the field driving for a score. However, though, Owensboro Catholic defensively, they have never played better.
Well, they've sent out the word in the last two ball games. They've had two goal line stands, and I'm sure that's in the back of the minds of these Panthers from Elizabethtown. E-Town comes into the ball game in an 11-2 record. They defeated Corbin last week 35-19 to advance to this level of the tournament. Catholic won a dramatic 14-7 game down at Fort Campbell to advance to the semi-state round of the tournament here tonight at Rash Stadium. The toss of the coin, we'll keep an eye on it, and we'll see what's going to happen here. Here come the Aces onto the field as they toss the coin. Well, we got all kinds of action. Listen to this crowd as the big Catholic crowd on its feet cheering for the undefeated, top-ranked Owensboro Catholic Aces, 13-0, coming into this semi-state game. They've tossed the coin, and let's see who won this important toss of the coin.
They're talking to both sides. I'm trying to pick it. They're just now tossing it, Jerry.
Okay.
They flipped it. They do a good job of explaining the rules.
Okay.
Elizabethtown has won the toss. Let's see what they elect to do here.
I don't think they'd...
They're going to take the football, Jerry.
Okay, they're going to test that Catholic defense right off the bat. So Catholic will be kicking off to Elizabethtown to start the ball game tonight. Joey, what a year it's been for Owensboro Catholic.
Indeed it has, Jerry. And I just was thinking about everything this week and the buzz and everything that's going on, and this is a huge ball game this evening.
Let's take a look at the Catholic offense. It'll be getting the football right off the bat to start things off. The X-back will be Kevin McGraw. The left tackle, Jesse Martin. The left guard, James Jarbo. The center, Grant Hare. Right guard, Todd Edge. The right tackle, Lee Martin. The Y-back, Jacob Randolph. The Z-back, Heath Wright. The H-back, Chris Riney. Quarterback, the junior, Zach Bernard. The all-area, all-everything, Craig Lanneman. Running back, that'll be the offensive lineup that'll be on the field first for the Catholic Aces. The defensive challenge for E-Town that'll go after the Panther Pride that'll be going after the Catholic Aces will be this.
The left end is 85, Robert Broughton. At the left tackle is 54, Drew Murphy. Your right tackle is number 9, Zip Duncan. Right end is 52, Brandon Diedrich. Outside linebackers are number 15, DeAndre Purcell, and 24 is David Sullivan. Inside linebackers number 3, Taylor Rigney, and 55, Corey Spears. Left cornerback is Taylor Tipton, number 47. Your right cornerback is Anthony Bradley, number 80, and your safety is Jerry Turner, number 84.
Brent Burnett is in his 5th year as head coach at Elizabethtown. Mike Lawson in his 3rd year as head coach at Owensboro Catholic. And I mean it when I say it's standing room only here at Rash Stadium.
Yeah, Jerry, just want to check that, though. I think you got ahead of yourself. Owensboro Catholic is going to be kicking off to Elizabethtown.
Oh, what did I say?
Just the opposite. That's okay, because you're excited.
Okay, that's right. I read the offense and the defense. We did it just the opposite, but we'll stand corrected. Eventually, Catholic will be getting the football. Okay. All right, it's cold night. It's cold night. We'll get it all straight. E-Town will be getting the football. Deep on the kickoffs will be Jonathan Rusher, Jerry Turner, and A.J. French, number 20, number 84, and 86. They'll be going back deep. Kicking off for Catholic will be Stuart Himes, the freshman, who does all of the kicking for the Catholic Aces. And we'll see how those deep men line up for Elizabethtown. We do stand corrected. We'll be giving you the E-Town offense as soon as they get on the field. Let's see, going back deep will be 84, Jerry Turner on the near side. On the far side is Jonathan Rusher. Himes will kick it off. Boy, the fans are on their feet. What a big game, a big game here tonight. Zip Duncan, what a big man he is. Number 9 in the middle on the second line. Back deep, and it goes right past Duncan. It's going to bounce to the right side. Picked up by Jonathan Rusher. And Rusher comes right up the middle. The Catholic defense swarms on him just across the 25-yard line, and that's where the Panthers will put it in play. Now we'll take a quick look at that offense for E-Town. That'll be taking over the football first. A tight end, Zip Duncan. The left tackle, Brandon Dedrick. Left guard, Drew Murphy. The center, Zach Travis. Right guards, Craig Halsey. Matt Swift, right tackle. Wide receivers, A.J. French and Jerry Turner. The quarterback is Chris Todd. The fullback, Jonathan Rusher. And halfback DeAndre Purcell. And here we go. Quarterback Chris Todd, a 6'3", 190-pound junior running out of the shotgun, flips it forward real quick to Jonathan Rusher. Big gainer, got the first down, and then
look out.
And he's going to be stopped, but not before a big gainer by appropriately named rushing back Jonathan Rusher. Wow.
Yeah, that was an explosive way, and that's what I said. That's going to be the key. One of the keys to this ballgame is to control the line of scrimmage, and catching Catholic off guard very quickly was Jonathan Rusher. You'll see him just flip this pass. There's just a little shovel pass right there to Jonathan Rusher, and as you said, very appropriately named, Rusher's going to break some tackles and then get to the outside, and if it's not for Adam Turnage, number 19 for the Aces, I think that he would have had 6.
First and 10 at the Catholic 33-yard line right off the bat, and boy, does that hurt the ego of that Catholic defense. Back again goes Todd. There it is, intercepted quickly by Adam Turnage, and that's the way to, you just don't do that against the Catholic defense.
Well, you don't, and I'll tell you what, Adam Turnage had the game-winning interception last week against Fort Campbell, and he made that touchdown-saving tackle before, comes up with a huge interception. I'll tell you, Jerry, there's just a buzz in the air. Look at him. He lofts this screen pass, and you just can't do it well over his intended receiver, which was number 86, which was A.J. French, and Adam Turnage, number 19, gets the ball back for the Aces. Big turnover.
Okay, now that offense that we showed you to start the ballgame, good shot of Adam Turnage, the senior. So the Catholic defense, after being stung for that big gainer by Rusher, and they hand it off right away to Craig Lanham, and Lanham doesn't get much as this defensive unit for E-Town is very proud, too. Let's take a look at that defensive unit for the E-Town Panthers that's on the field for the first time here tonight. We'd already looked at that defensive unit for E-Town, and Lanham picks up two out to the 46-yard line, and it's second and eight for the Aces. Catholic's first possession comes on the pass interception by Turnage. Lanham in motion from the forward to the near side. Direct snap to Bernard, going for all the marbles down deep, and it's batted away, and I think batting the ball away for Catholic was number 17 back there deep. Or who was
Jamie LaHue, you're absolutely right.
That was Jamie LaHue.
Jamie turned into a defensive player, and very wisely, I was kind of surprised.
He did it himself, I think, to avoid being intercepted.
Zach threw that ball in triple coverage, and Jamie LaHue, you'll see this, is very wisely going to become a defensive player. Zach gets a nice air on the ball, good spiral, but Jamie says, I don't think I got a chance to catch that, so he deflects it.
And, he hasn't been in there that much as a receiving back. Here's trying to turn the corner as Lanham, but excellent containment by the Panther defense. He goes nowhere. In fact, he loses a yard or so, and we'll have to punt it away.
Well, I think that one of the things that Coach Lawson really wanted to do this evening, and he thought that if it came down to it, he really wanted to be able to run the football, and he's tried to establish that here early, but negative yards, as you said, by Craig Lanham is going to bring up fourth down.
He loses three. He loses three back to the 43-yard line. And now they're going to punt the football. Hines will put it away.
Offside, illegal procedure against Owensboro Catholic.
And A.J. French will be going deep. And Catholic, not a very good start for the Aces except for that pass interception. And as you can see, the snow is coming down again.
Indeed it is. And well, here it is, illegal procedure.
That'll shove the ball back to the 38-yard line. Could give the Panthers pretty good field position.
Well, you know, you brought up the weather, and obviously we know it's cold, and the fans can see that it's snowing. How'd you like to be the kicker? I mean, your foot, I mean, you take a real pounding in your hands.
Oh, you've got to handle that. How about the snap or the center? He's got to hold that football and get it back there. Oh, boy. So,
officials doing a really good job so far. They've explained things, I think, very well. And we'll give some credit where credit's due, Jerry.
Who are the officials? The
referee is Matt Young from Carrollton. The umpire is Doug Magaha from Edgewood. Linesman is Brian McClure from Warsaw. The line judge is Chris Scott from Cincinnati. And the back judge is Jim McLaren from Alexandria.
Good crew, excellent crew here working the semi-state. The winner advances to the state championship game. We're in the early going, no score. First possession for Catholic. They have to punt it away. Here's the snap. Imes gets it away. Good
nice
kick.
Punt.
A.J. French takes it right at the 34-yard line, and he's not going to go very far. Brought down just beyond the 35-yard line.
Well, that was very good coverage that time by the Aces, keeping him contained. Ted Evans and number 60, John McBride, in on that stop, as well as number 15, Adam McBride. So the McBride boys team up for that stop on that punt.
You know, they're lining up in a hurry. Very quick offense here. They get it across to the, let's see, they're going to place it at the 38-yard line. First and 10 at the E-Town 38-yard line. He had a 4-yard return on the punt. 10 minutes to go. Chris Todd again operating out of the shotgun. 3 wide receivers to the left, 2 to the right. He fires, and it is complete on the slant. Good throw to number 9, Zip Duncan, the tight end. Complete. What happened here?
Well, they're trying to say that...
What's the complaint here?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I looked down to write down the statistics, and the crowd was into it over something. But this is now a hurry-up offense.
And it's first and 10 at the Catholic 44. The handoff goes to Purcell, and there's a whistle on the play.
This is going to be a legal procedure against, or illegal motion, one or the other. They were not set, is Elizabethtown.
Okay, that was an 18-yard pass made, by the way, to Duncan. Duncan's a 6'4", 235-pound junior. He really stands out. Illegal procedure against E-Town.
Well, that's one time, Jerry, you caught the defense off guard, but you weren't set yourself. And they had given the ball to number 15, but it didn't matter because the play is going to be brought back 5 yards.
And that'll shove it back to the 49-yard line. That helps a little bit, but boy, they've had 2 big plays, and it is a first and 15 now at the 44-yard line. They'll put the ball up quite a bit. This has been an explosive ball club. You'll have some stats on them here in a minute when we get the opportunity. Hand off to the little guy out of the backfield, and look at him run. Boy, he almost broke it. You talk about it. And he won't go down. Review. Ball's loose. Ball's loose. And they're going to call it down. They're going to call it down, I believe. And I don't know about that.
I don't know about that either because his forward progress had not been impeded or stopped.
Who was carrying that ball?
That was Jonathan Rusher, number 20. But he kept carrying Catholic defenders, and I thought he got enough for a first down. Let's take a look at this, Jerry, because here's the fact. As long as he's still moving and those feet are churning, which he is, and he's still going, probably had stopped right there. Forward progress had stopped.
He picked up 11 to the 33-yard line. Not enough for a first down, I don't believe.
They're going to measure it. It's awful close.
No, I didn't think it was.
No, I tell you, he was carrying.
He was at the 49-yard line.
He was carrying defenders with him. It just depends on the nose of this football. It's going to be awful close.
Oh, he did.
He wasn't even that close.
Okay, it's going to be first and 10 at the Catholic 33. At the Catholic 33-yard line.
That's the 3rd first down. I mean, we knew this was an explosive offense.
Boy.
They looked like they'd really come prepared
he
to play.
Picked up 16 yards, sure.
Yeah.
He picked up 16. No question he had the first down. I had it marked wrong. 9:13 on the clock. Second first down of the ball game for E-Town, or the 3rd first down of the ball game for E-Town. Catholic has yet to pick one up out of the shotgun. Fakes the handoff. Todd fires wide open. A.J. French. And he's ridden out of bounds. And look at the snow come down, and the Panthers are moving it against Catholic, something the Aces defense has not allowed hardly at all season long. Watch
right
this.
here, the play-action fake is what freezes the Catholic defense. They get him in a bootleg, and Todd is going to make the most of that as he finds A.J. French, who is all by himself, and 86 is finally brought down by number 19, Adam Turnage.
That was another first down. 1st and 10 at the Catholic 23-yard line. Chris Todd, the junior quarterback, moving this team right down the field against Catholic on their home turf.
They got him.
Oh, they got him behind the line, leading the charge for Catholic, number 62, Big Lee Martin.
Lee Martin and then his brother Jesse says, hey, I'd like a little bit of that sack. But
what
it was
a big
Lee
sack.
Martin that got the huge sack, got a
Back
great
to the
jump
30.
off the line of scrimmage, Jerry. And you'll take a look here, 62, and he's going to be right on him. Chris Todd is nowhere to go.
Man.
And the official very smartly spotted the ball where the sack was completed. There's a good look at number 62.
Back to the 30-yard line. It's going to be 2nd and 17. 2nd and 17 for the Panthers. Well, this defense is being burned by the Panthers. 11-2, the Panthers. 13-0, the Aces back to throw, and they got him again. Again, it's Big Lee.
68, that's on there.
Oh, that was 66 for the Aces. Will Millay.
Will Millay with a huge sack. They've got Elizabethtown going the wrong way. And, hey, we got a first look at the defense. And the fans out there, they've got the sign with the D and the picture of the fence. And there's Will Millay, number 66, getting the job done. And second consecutive sack for this Aces defense.
-7 and -8, and they're back to the 38-yard line.
This Catholic defense, when you really press them, they want to get, they become very stagey.
You don't want to get them mad, and I think that's what happened. Now it's 3rd down and a bunch. 3rd and 25. Chris Todd will be throwing here. And again, here's a little lob, and he hauls it in. Rusher does. Made a great catch and a big gainer, but I don't think it's going to be enough. No, not near enough. He barely got back to the original line of scrimmage, but they're probably in 4-down territory. I don't know if their kicker can get there from here. We'll wait and see.
Jerry, what a dangerous play, however.
That was.
Very
It really
effective.
was.
But when you toss it over the top like that over your lineman, you've got to know exactly where your receiver is, and Rusher looked like he did, but look at this.
That's dangerous.
They're going to have to know where Rusher is.
Right
It's
there.
right there.
Ooh, up.
Scoops it over the top.
15-yard pickup. Rusher to the 23-yard line, and they're going for it. They have to get all the way to the 13. They're at the 23. They have 10 yards to go. Here's the fake handoff. He's going for it all in the end zone. Intercepted. And he probably should have knocked that ball down. And now there's a face mask. There's going to be a face mask, I believe. The interception by Catholic. That was Nick Blanford. And, of course, when you have a chance to intercept, you don't think about that.
No, you don't.
You don't think about it.
You're right. It is 4th down, and they would have gotten the football at the line of scrimmage where Elizabethtown is throwing it from. But very wisely, you just react, Jerry, and you take that interception. You're right. The face mask is what brought him down.
And that'll get it back out over the 25-yard line, and it does, so that helps. Okay, Nick Blanford, 6'1", 178-pound junior, gets the interception, and the Aces get the football, and the defense does it again.
Again, it really looked like Elizabethtown was just shoving it down their throat. And like you said, I think that the defense got mad, and now the offense needs to carry that momentum over.
Oh, boy. 1st and 10 at the Catholic 25, 6:37 on the clock. Zach Bernard looking for the first down of the night. Gives it to his little tailback, Craig Lanham, and boy, they're keying on Craig.
Well, I mean, any defense would, but I think that Coach Lawson won't go away from that completely, as he can't. But I think that what they're going to have to do is get a swing pass or maybe a screen to Craig to get him some open running.
Yeah, they got to establish the passing game. 2nd and 8, 2-yard pickup for Craig Lanham. Boy, he came into the ball game, the top rusher in the area. Zach Bernard, the top passer. Defense, the top defensive team. Of course, undefeated, 13-0. Going for a trip to the state championship game. Hand off again to Craig Lanham.
Oh, he faked it.
No, he faked it. He's going for it all. Who's down there? And it's caught by McGraw. And a big gainer all the way to the 35-yard line into E-Town territory. 1st down, Catholic.
Jerry, when you talk about an adjustment, that time, without any question, Kevin McGraw makes a fabulous adjustment. He's covered, as we're going to get a great look at this, because the camera guys are the best in the business, and you'll see this. right here, he really was covered. The defender slipped down. Coming back to the ball is number 2, McGraw, and makes a wonderful reception.
And at the 5:45 mark, it's 1st and 10 at the E-Town. Let's see, the ball's at the what? I'm not sure.
That should be the 45, Jerry.
At the
35, excuse me.
35-yard line, 1st and 10 at the 35. And again, this time it's
Craig
Lanham.
Much better gain that time. He was able to get to the outside. He picked up a huge block, and so that was some real positive yards for Craig Lanham.
That was a 38-yard pass play, by the way, to Kevin McGraw a moment ago. 38 yards, and now Lanham picks up a few to the...
Chris Riney seals it, and Jesse Martin gets that block and allows Craig
Lanham
Martin.
picks up 6 to the 29-yard line, and the Aces offense on the move. Zach Bernard over center. Puts McGraw in motion. Pitches, again back to Lanham. Trying to turn the corners. Got a couple of blockers, and he gets down to about the 23-yard line, just a yard or so. No, he picked up he got enough for the first down, I believe.
Yes, he did.
Yes, he got enough.
Catholic's second first down, and now they're on the move. It just shows you what that big pass play can do for your offense.
So it'll be enough for the first down. The ball's going to be at the 23-yard line of E-Town. 1st and 10 at the 23. Give him another 6 yards in that carry. And the Aces on the move at the 4:42 mark in the first quarter. No score. Catholic and E-Town, but the Aces on the move. Out of the shotgun, Bernard takes the handoff, rolls to the left, looking to throw, a little flip, and he throws it incomplete. May have thrown it away there, as there was nobody around. As his receiver just fell down, and it goes incomplete. And I don't know what happened there. And there's the place kicker getting ready just in case.
Yeah, Stuart Imes warming up on the sidelines, and they do have heaters. You can see that behind him on both sides. You have to supply them for both sides, but the thing is that was a bootleg. And all the way, and you're running to your left, Jerry. It's very hard if you don't get your shoulder square to throw across your body.
2nd and 10. They're on the hash mark on the right side of the field. Zach Bernard right up the middle, and he fires, and he's in. It is complete.
Chris Riney.
And number 5, Chris Riney, the H-back, and it's another first down as Catholic moves closer.
Jerry, I will say this. Chris Riney is not getting all the accolades that I think he deserves.
But he had the big game down at Fort Campbell.
He had a big game down at Fort Campbell. He had a big game here the last time against Trigg County. And, I mean, he is just doing it on both sides of the football. And I think he's just probably one of the most underrated players in this whole area in Western Kentucky.
That was a 17-yard pickup to the 6-yard line, 1st and goal at the E-Town 6. And the Aces are knocking at the door. 1st and 10 at the 6. The handoff to Craig Lanham, and he gets inside the 5 to about the 3.
Well, Craig Lanham, he's the guy down here in the red zone. You're going to give the football to him around the goal line. He just has that knack. And when you talk about a knack, Jerry, just to back that up, 37 rushing touchdowns. That gives you an idea what that guy's capable of.
So in the snow, Craig Lanham trying to move into the end zone for the first time, and the Aces trying to get into the end zone. They're going to call it the 3-yard line, pick up a 3 to the 3. The Aces fans are on their feet. They'd like to get the Aces going. Boy, this battle for the trip to the state looks like Lanham has room. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Aces.
Well, great job that time. He got a wonderful lead block. They brought in Mike Phillips, number 48, at the fullback. He did a good job of leading, and then Craig does a great job of following behind number 48. Right there, he seals that block. And then Craig Lanham, who's that special back, breaks that tackle, and he's just going to find the end zone. And like we said, he's just going to add, that's his 38th rushing touchdown.
That caps off a 75-yard drive by Catholic. And, boy, they just did it methodically, didn't they?
Yes, they did.
Here's the extra point attempt by freshman kicker Stuart Imes. Boy, it's all quiet all of a sudden here at Rice Stadium. Whoa, it's blocked.
Number 86, I think.
Oh, you don't see that much.
Isn't that A.J. Green? A.J. French, excuse me.
A.J. French blocks the extra point kick, and in this kind of ball game, that can prove to be big. 3:20 remaining in the first quarter, and the Catholic Aces take the lead 6-0 on the 3-yard touchdown run by Craig Lanham. Let's recap. It all was set up by the pass interception by Nick Blanford in the end zone. He brought it out to the 10-yard line. A face mask against E-Town brought it out to the 25-yard line. And let's see, it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 plays. It only took 8 plays to march 75 yards into the end zone. The big plays in the drive, a pass from Bernard to Kevin McGraw for 38 yards, and a pass from Bernard to Riney for 17 yards. They were the two big plays in the drive that was capped off on a 3-yard run by senior running back Craig Lanham. Here's the kickoff by Imes. It goes deep, hauled in around the 6-yard line and up the middle to about the 25, 26-yard line. On the kickoff, I believe that was Jerry Turner on the return for E-Town, and he gets it to the 30-yard line.
And real quickly, we didn't get a chance to mention the starting Catholic defense. At end is number 79, Jesse Martin. 62 is Lee Martin. Your tackles are number 66, Will Millay. 74 is Nolan Thomas. And linebackers, number 18, Kevin Hunley. 36 is Will Wappen. 44, Derek Blair. Quarterbacks, number 5, Chris Riney. Number 10, Ben Young. Strong safeties, number 19, Adam Turnage. And your free safeties, number 34, Robbie Borman.
And what a job they've done. 2 straight ball games. They've had goal line stands twice. Can you imagine that?
No, and you and I were so impressed with it when we were here against Trent County, and then from what they did at Fort Campbell to do that 2 weeks in a row in the playoffs.
Oh, boy. We were listening to Rick Thompson and just couldn't believe it.
Delay a game, Jerry.
Delay a game right off the bat for E-Town.
Yeah, one of the key, I said the keys to victory, I wrote these down, and I said control the line of scrimmage, they call that the LOS, and then limit the number of penalties, especially the big ones. This is a small one, but they have to limit those. And then limit the YAC, Jerry, you know what that is, that's yards after catch, because they like to throw the short passes. A lot of Kentucky offense from the Hal Mummy era.
Okay. Here we go. 1st and 15 at the E-Town 25-yard line. I've been impressed with this Chris Todd.
Yes.
He mixes it up. He mixes it up with those little shovel passes, and now he does. He fumbles the football. The Aces recover. Let's get our eye on who got that recovery. Coming up with it is number
66, Will Millay.
66, Will Millay. How about that?
Wow, how about that?
What a big play early in the ballgame.
That's a huge turnover. They're going to give Catholic the great field position around the 32, if I make that out correctly, Jerry.
Yes, it's at the 32-yard line.
Right there, Will Millay fighting him off. There's Lee Martin. Will Millay hitting him low, causes the fumble, and then, Will Watson and then Will Millay making the recovery, and the Aces are off.
Okay, give Todd a 2-yard pickup on the play. He fumbles, recovered by Will Millay at the 32-yard line. 3:06 on the clock, and the Aces take over. Bernard fires it to Riney. Riney brought down at the 36-yard line, a 4-yard pickup. Or no, loss. That would be a loss on the play. Minus yardage on the completion. Bernard to Riney, but the Panther defense got through to stop him.
Well, they really did a lot of penetration that time. There was only one Catholic player there to block for him, and the play was a screen to Chris the whole way, but that one never quite developed.
So they'll set it up, send Kevin McGraw wide to the right side. Out of the shotgun again, Zach Bernard. Catholic 6, E-Town nothing. We're still in the first quarter. Class 2-8 semi-state, right up the middle, wide open. Craig Lanham.
Wow.
Big gainer. Craig Lanham, first down, Aces.
He's going to get a lot of those yards back from the loss, plus some positive yards, and he's going to put Catholic in 3rd and short.
They're going to be inside. Oh, it's not a first down.
No,
okay,
not quite
they're going to be
down.
they had that. Okay, it's at the 23-yard line. 13-yard pickup. Oh, they had that loss in the play.
Yeah, they had
That's
the
right.
5-yard loss.
So he picks up 13 to the 23, and it's going to be 3rd and about 2.
He's not going to get it there. Well, the second effort, Jerry.
Second effort.
Second effort, I think he got it. Well, they had originally stopped him, but, yeah, they signaled first down. And you can hear the response of this crowd as they have not been deterred by this weather. They are in full force. We've got people standing on the fences, and I can't remember that since I was a little kid, Jerry.
Oh, it is strictly standing room only. They're going to place the ball right on the 20-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10 at the E-Town 20. 3-yard pickup on that last carry. And at the 134 mark, Catholic's going to take time out. And this is too much of a golden opportunity for the Aces. And they're going to make sure they can get into the end zone this time. 134 showing on the clock. Timeout on the field is Catholic 6, Elizabethtown nothing.
Lanham Brothers General Contractors have been busy. You can see their exciting work popping up all over town. At Lanham Brothers, they've been building excellence since 1951. Whether it's a design and build project or a major renovation on an existing building, the Lanham Brothers team is up to the challenge. Large-scale projects or simple room additions. No contracting job is too big or too small for the experts at Lanham Brothers General Contractors, where they've been building excellence since 1951.
When it comes time to make some of life's most difficult decisions, Haley McGinnis has been a name to trust for generations. They take care of the details during one of life's most difficult periods. Simple details like a private chapel, 2 hospitality rooms, and lovely lounges to receive friends and family. Haley McGinnis will take care of the details so that you won't have to.
Every service we provide is
Designed with your comfort in mind. Haley McGinnis, 519 Locust Street in Owensboro. Visual Monuments has over a century of service to Owensboro and Davis County. That is a monument in itself. A monument to one family's continued dedication to providing customers with the best quality materials and craftsmanship possible. Today, Visual Monuments is the only monument company in Owensboro who does its own work, and it's still a family business, with part of Mitchell, wife Mildred, and son Tony carving on the tradition of quality and service. Visual Monuments, serving the area for over a century.
what do you call a beautiful flat paint that's truly washable? Benjamin Moore calls it Regal Matte Finish. I call it just what I was looking for. My Benjamin Moore retailer showed me how new Regal Matte Finish washes clean with soap and water. The color and the finish look great no matter how many times I clean it. And it comes in every color I can dream of. Beauty that lasts. What do you call that? I call it confidence.
Check out all of the great Benjamin Moore premium paints available at Paint Headquarters in Owensboro. Come and experience the magic of a holiday tradition as Owensboro Dance Theater presents the Nutcracker. The 11th annual production of this classic will take place December 6th with an abbreviated Saturday matinee at 3 entitled A Little Bit of Nutcracker and a full performance of the Nutcracker 7:30 at the River Park. A talented cast of dancers, actors, and gymnasts will perform. Enjoy the Nutcracker December 6th, sponsored by BB&T. Tickets on sale now at the River Park box office at 687 Arts.
Great night for football if you like cold weather. It's freezing weather at Rash Stadium, a big crowd on hand. High school football on TV8 being brought to you in part by Haley McGinnis Funeral Home, Rick's Tire and Service, Lewis Lane Baptist Church, and Tom Watson's Prosthetics and Orthodontics Lab. Here we go. It's 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line for the Catholic Aces, threatening again. Already leading 6-0 here in the first quarter. There he goes, Craig Lanham. Lanham can get into the end zone.
Yes.
Touchdown, Catholic.
Wow.
20-yard touchdown run, senior running back Craig Lanham.
What a play. Oh, Jerry, we got a flag. You and I didn't see it.
No.
Holding against Owensboro Catholic. That one's coming back. I thought, boy, that was...
Craig Lanham runs 20 yards for a touchdown, and it's going to be called back.
What a beautiful, this is a trap play as you've got the pulling guard and tackle, and then Craig just gets outside of those blocks, and then he does what he does best, and that's take it to pay dirt. But somewhere the officials saw a hold, and that's going to be a huge penalty. We talked about that on these keys to victory, and that really hurts.
So unlike Catholic this year, really. So unlike Catholic. And the hold's going to only put him back to the 22-yard line, so it's only a 2-yard penalty. But what a big penalty indeed. Oh, mercy.
Well, anytime you take points off the board, you know it's a big penalty.
And they're going to give it again to Craig this time. No. He only got about a yard. What a big difference. Mercy.
Yeah, that's one of those ones on the stat sheet you hate to erase because you know that could be a difference in a game like this.
I bet. Oh.
Now, there's a hat, Jerry. You would look good in a hat like that.
Where's that?
Right there, that young man.
Oh, yes. I was looking for a hat today. My grandson Tyler and I were out at the mall, and we were looking around for a hat, and I forget what he called it. It's some kind of skateboard hat. You know what I'm talking about? It's
no, I'm out of
skateboard
touch.
Hat. I don't know, but we couldn't find one. Here we go. Zach Bernard looking into the end zone. Got a lot of time, but he can't find a receiver. Good defense by E-Town. He's going to have to eat the football, and he goes out of bounds. He's not happy. Not happy at all.
He's not happy, but you know what he did? He didn't take a chance. There were a couple of plays I thought he could have forced. He had receivers he would have had to throw across the field, and those are always dangerous passes to make. And I just think that's where that maturity level from Zach Bernard has got Coach Lawson so fired up.
He lost one, and now it's going to be, what, fourth down or
Third down.
Third down for Catholic. They have to get to, let's see, they have to get to the 10-yard line. The ball's on the 22, so it's 3rd and 12 at the 22-yard line. He goes into the end zone.
Got him. Oh, he dropped
it. Like he had it. And Kevin thought he was maybe shoved off a little bit, but incomplete. And I think we'll go for 3 right here.
Well,
although that would be a long one in these conditions.
Yeah, no, I don't think
for
so.
Freshmen, they're just a little too far out. They're going to have to maybe go for the first down. They have 12 to go for the first down, 22 for the touchdown. And they'll go, there's 4-down territory. A little too far for the field goal.
I agree with you on that.
Yeah.
I think this is the right call.
So it's 4th down. And Bernard lays it out there. Can he get there? Yes! Touchdown! What a catch by Kevin McGraw! What a toss by Zach Bernard! Touchdown Catholic, 22 yards.
Well, I'll tell you what. You're talking about a receiver that stuck with it. The defender actually has the play to make on this. He's reading it. This is a flag, a deep out pattern.
Watch him.
Right here to the corner, and then just great concentration. And he just flips the ball, and Catholic's going to increase their lead.
They'll go for 2 here.
Absolutely.
On the conversion, since they had that extra point blocked, and they'll go for 2. They're ready to go for the 2-point conversion. At the line of scrimmage, the Catholic Aces. Here's the snap, and
wow, they tackled the back out of the backfield.
And they're going to throw.
Yeah, there's the flag.
Okay. What happened
here? They tackled. We talked to the official about this. The back came out of the backfield. He tackled Craig Lanham, so they're going to call defensive holding. They have to.
Okay, what do we got here?
Defensive holding, Jerry. I'm making this call.
Okay, they can go again. Okay. And we'll have a chance to do that one over. I'm glad.
Yeah, I saw it the whole way, and it's so funny. Okay. You and I were talking to one of the
talking to the officials.
And he gave us the ruling on that. He said you can pass there's not pass interference if the back is in the backfield, but when he goes to make his move and you tackle him, it's defensive holding.
So now, and it moves it closer. We're in the 1.5-yard line now.
That's right.
So that makes it a little easier. I have a hunch they might hand it to number 4.
Very well could, because Mike Phillips, the big fullback, is in to do his job.
I think they might give it to number 4 for the 2-point conversion. And they do. And, oh, what a great defensive play by E-Town. Excellent defense by the Panthers. They stopped the run for the PAT. And it is no good. Give E-Town credit. And there's time out on the field with 28.1 seconds to go. And we got to give credit to the Aces. They've gone onto the board again for a 12-0 lead. But the E-Town Panthers have held on the extra point and keep it interesting at 12-0.
You're absolutely right. And these extra points are huge. There's no question about that. But, you know, people were asking me, and Jerry, it's been incredible to buzz about the playoffs. And, you know, throw the weather conditions out. I mean, because obviously that didn't mean anything to these fans who came here early. But the interesting thing is they asked me, what are your thoughts? And I said, you know, I'm really looking for Catholic to have a big offensive production this evening. Now, E-Town could too, but by the same means, so far, Catholic has held my prediction up well, at least in this first quarter.
Well, very impressive first quarter for the Catholic Aces, 12-0. And, you know, the defense was tested quite a bit. There's Coach Mike Lawson. He's got to be happy with what he sees, a 12-0 advantage over this strong E-Town ball club. Catholic kicks it off a low kick, and let's see where it's going to go. He's going to bounces past.
He's got to pick that up.
Jonathan Rusher. Rusher has to pick it up. He nailed. What a job there.
I think that's Will Wathen, Jerry, 36.
Number 36 for Catholic. Great job by Will Wathen. And he's brought down, and they have him back deep. Good job.
Well, Adam Turnage is over there. They're all high-fiving, because I'll tell you what, when it's cold, Jonathan Rusher felt that one. Will Wathen, just a great job. This ball really takes a weird balance on Jonathan Rusher.
That's inside the 5.
That's a live football, so he's got to pick that thing up, and once he does, just a big introduction from 36 right there, Will Wathen, defensive player in the area. Got that honor. It was named on Thursday, and what a job in doing that.
They're going to have the ball at the 6-yard line to start things out. What a tough way to start. And Chris Dodd's in the end zone. Boy, it'd be nice to get a safety. And here's a little pass out to Duncan. and he's going to be written out of bounds after a short gain. Zip Duncan on the receiving end.
Well, I think he's going to get a nicer gain than you thought, Jerry.
I thought he's around the 5-yard line.
No, sir. I think it's going to be probably about a 7-yard pickup, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. Yeah, I see where they're marking it. That was the 10 where he caught it, and he brought it out to about the 14-yard line.
Well, I tell you,
Where's it going to be?
he's a big target, Duncan.
And they're going to line it up at the, boy, it's tough to see down there.
Jerry, they should
That's
be.
at the 16.
Yeah,
or,
16.
Oh, no.
No, 17-yard line.
That'd be
No, 13.
So that'd be a 7-yard pickup. Okay.
Oh, they were on him that time.
There's the pass, and it is complete. What a job he did holding on to that football. Number 86, that's A.J. French. First down, and boy, French was hit. The 5'10", 200-pound junior, and somehow held on to that football. First down. What a catch. Watch this.
Well, it really is. Will Millay has a chance, gets airborne, is not able to come up with the sack, and then Chris Todd puts the ball on the money. The big collision between Chris Ronnie and number 18, Kevin Hunley. And you're right, he was able to hold on that ball.
He got it out to the 29-yard line before they could snap it. There was a flag thrown, and what do we have? Illegal procedure against E-Town, and that was in that hurry-up offense. They're trying to go too quickly, and E-Town -5 for illegal procedure, and it'll be 1st and 10 at the E-Town 24-yard line instead of the 29, and I'm sure Coach Brett Burnett is not happy with that. And time runs out. We've reached the end of the first quarter of the Class 2A semi-state at Rash Stadium. It's Catholic 12 and Elizabethtown nothing.
I know how you feel. Has anyone ever said that to you? I bet they have, and you wondered the same thing I did. Do they really? I believe there are times when even my friends and family don't know how I feel. They haven't walked this mile in my shoes. They haven't, but there's someone who has. Jesus Christ knows how you feel. Every weakness, every trial, and every temptation. Whatever mile you're walking right now, Jesus has been there before, and he'll be there again with you. I'm Greg Hughley, pastor at Lewis Lane Baptist Church. Come see us. We're here to help.
Visual Monuments has over a century of service to Owensboro and Davis County. That is a monument in itself. A monument to one family's continued dedication to providing customers with the best quality materials and craftsmanship possible. Today, Visual Monuments is the only monument company in Owensboro who does its own work, and it's still a family business. With part of Mitchell, White Mildred, and Son Tony carving on the tradition of quality and service. Visual Monuments, serving the area for over a century.
With Grange Insurance, we strike a balance. I don't want to insure my house through some cold, distant corporation. We have rural roots, yet we're large enough that we can handle this area's worst disasters. My agent recommended Grange for my house. So Grange tries to be easy for both the customer and the agent to work with. My agent said the best choice is easily Grange. It's that simple.
Call Tim France at Horn & France Insurance, 685-5124. Tom Watson's Prosthetic and Orthotics Lab takes pride in putting lives back together. The dedicated ABC-accredited staff at Tom Watson's Lab has almost 45 years' experience in caring for children and adults with both long and short-term physical disabilities. They're known for custom-fabricated prosthetic limbs, comfortable, high-performance orthotic braces, individualized patient care, and comprehensive rehab services. Tom Watson's Lab, where quality and experience make the difference.
Come and experience the magic of a holiday tradition as Owensboro Dance Theater presents the Nutcracker. The 11th annual production of this classic will take place December 6th with an abbreviated Saturday matinee at 3 entitled A Little Bit of Nutcracker and a full performance of the Nutcracker 7:30 at the River Park. A talented cast of dancers, actors, and gymnasts will perform. Enjoy the Nutcracker December 6th, sponsored by BB&T. Tickets on sale now at the River Park box office at 687 Arts.
Second quarter gets underway. It'll be 1st and 15. 1st and 15 at the E-Town 24-yard line for the Panthers as they try to get going on a 12-0 deficit. The handoff to Rusher, and look at that defense. Look at that defense. Riney brought him down, and Rusher is not happy as the whistle blew and stopped his forward progress, although he wasn't down on the ground. Boy, the defense is fired up.
They really are. Will Watson had a chance to get him for the loss to no gain. As you'll see, 36. He doesn't miss many tackles like this. Does a great job reading the football. Rusher does a good job breaking outside, but there's Chris Roney. We've talked about what an all-purpose guy he is and player, and he proved me right there as he did a good job containing Rusher.
4-yard pickup for Rusher to the 28-yard line. He's second and 11. Todd goes back to throw. Fires complete on the far side. And that was Purcell on the receiving end. It gets it out close to the 35-yard line.
Well, Jerry, that's what we're talking about when I'm talking about limiting the yards after catch, the yak, if you will. And then that Catholic did a good job of corralling him because it's going to bring up a very important third down.
And a 6-yard pickup. So that picks up, that's going to be 3rd and 5 now. 3rd and 5, the ball at the 34-yard line. And that 5-yard penalty really proves costly to the Panthers right here. They would have the first down. Instead, it's going to be 3rd and 5, and the ball at the 34-yard line of E-Town. Look at the pressure on, and he fires incomplete, and now they have to punt it away. So that's what they're talking about with that penalty that they had for illegal procedure.
Well, the credit belongs to Kevin Hunley there on the coverage as well as Ben Young. There was really no place for Todd to go that time, and we're going to see Elizabethtown Panthers kick for the first time, and hopefully Catholic, this is if there was one area you could say they've struggled a little bit, it's their punt returns.
Stephen Anderson, a 5'10", 185-pound junior, does their punting back deep. Jacob Randolph and Heath Wright for Catholic. Randolph on the far side, Heath Wright on the near side. Good snap and good hanging punt. Good hang time. There's going to be no return. Kind of a mediocre neutral bounce, and it's going to roll dead around the 33-yard line.
Well, no hard done. The left-footed punter that time, very impressive. Got some nice height, not all that great a distance, but he did get the generous bounce.
And a pretty respectable field position for Catholic at the 10-22 mark. 1st and 10 at the Catholic 33-yard line. And Zach Bernard, again, let's see Catholic's first possession. No first down. They had to punt it away. Basketball, Kentucky Wesleyan style, Monday night here in Adelphia TV8. The Screaming Eagles against Kentucky Wesleyan Panthers. The first Great Lakes Valley Conference game of the year. Tape delayed telecast 10 o'clock Monday night only on Adelphia TV8.
Hey, had the opportunity to check out you and John Ward. Fabulous job, my friend.
Well, thank you. We had our first game the other night. Here's a handoff to Craig Lanham. Lanham goes into a big mob of humanity there, and he gets out across the 35 and picked up a few yards despite that mob of humanity. Lanham.
You know, the interesting thing on Lanham is, you know, everybody's expecting whenever he touches the football sometimes for him just to break that big run. And, you know, we know what he did down in Glasgow, and then the following week he followed up with a great performance against Edmonson County. And, you know, you're just not going to have 700 yards in 2 weeks in the playoffs as easily as you did during the regular season.
And he's always capable of breaking one. He'll break one tonight yet. You wait and see. Bernard going deep. He's got Riney down there. Can he get it? Oh, what a great defensive play by number 86, A.J. French. Had he not tapped that football, it would have been another Catholic touchdown. Watch this.
Yeah, McGraw would have had another touchdown reception as Kevin had
Was that McGraw? I thought it was
number
right.
2.
Okay, it was McGraw.
McGraw had him beat,
There.
but right there,
Oh,
A.J.
yes.
French does what you're supposed to do.
Oh,
and
that
takes
was
that ball
a
out.
great defensive play.
Really was.
So Bernard throws incomplete, and it's going to be 3rd and 6. That perfectly thrown football, a good pattern run by Kevin McGraw, but the defense was there. There's a, whoa. Boy, that was almost intercepted by number 52, Brandon Dedrick for E-Town. It just goes incomplete, and the Aces will have to punt it away. Watch, this could have been intercepted.
Well, Zach slips twice, and he goes to plant, and when he does, he throws it in traffic.
Right
There's
there.
a deflection.
Oh, boy.
And really, Catholic's the only one that didn't have a chance for that. So we were very fortunate to come away with this opportunity to punt.
You know, even though the Aces are up 12-0, E-Town's playing some pretty good defense.
Yes, they are. Nice punt.
Nice punt. And
He lost it.
AJ.
He still lost it. Oh, he got it
And I'll
back.
tell you, he did a good job, AJ French. He battled to cover that football.
Jerry, I'll tell you what, that was inches away from being Owensboro Catholic football.
You better believe
There
it.
was nothing but green jerseys, and he reached out at the last second and was able to haul in his muff punt. And his teammates are saying, patting him on the head and saying, that's okay, we still have the football.
I'll tell you what, it was his determination to cover that.
It really was.
It was determination. The ball's at the 19-yard line, And I don't know how he did it. I really don't. I mean, he just was determined to get that football. Chris Todd takes over, and he's had some bad field position here tonight. He has it again at the 19-yard line, trailing 12-0, 9:25 to go in the first half. Cold night at Ranch Stadium. He goes to the air again under pressure, fires, and it's to Duncan, first down. And the ball rolls loose, but it was already complete. No, it was a helmet or something rolling loose, and it's across the 35-yard line, first down.
Tell you what, Zip Duncan, he just hits him right in stride. Chris Todd hits Zip Duncan, number 9, and got some height on that ball, and it just falls right in there to the big receiver, Derek Blair, there to make the stop. But I'll tell you what, that was a big first down.
At the E-Town 37, that would be an 18-yard pickup. And Duncan's a good-sized receiver, 6'4", 235 junior, a big target. And E-Town's had no trouble moving the football. They just had trouble scoring and holding on to it. They've had some costly penalties. Quick pass out in the flat to the big receiver, and it's brought down just across the 40-yard line. Robert Broughton, 6'4", 205 senior.
You know, they talked about how many other guys have caught balls on this team because Jerry Turner, number 84, is allegedly the go-to guy. But so far, he does not have a reception. It's the other guys that are making the difference.
That was a 5-yard toss to Broughton, and his first reception of the night. And it's going to be 2nd and 5 for E-Town. A lot of time left in the half, 8:24. They're still in their own territory. Boy, they've got some big receivers. Broughton, 6'4", 205. Duncan, 6'4", 235. French, 200 pounds. He's only 5'10". Another delay. Boy, oh boy.
I'll tell you what, it's funny. They've gotten burned taking too much time. They've also gotten burned trying to go too quick. So
that's right. They have to hit a happy medium, and, that'll drive a coach crazy.
Yeah, and like you said, wouldn't you rather have 2nd and 5 than now 3rd and 10? And
man.
I tell you what, those are just things that at this point in the season, we've played 13 ball games, Jerry. I guess I don't understand really why that's happening, unless you just don't have the right personnel in, or it's just the coach's hesitation to make a play call. I just don't really understand that.
That shows it back to the original line of scrimmage at 37, and what it is, it's like you're back at the 37 as if you had an incomplete pass.
Yeah.
Now, they waving it off. They waved it off. No,
they're saying they got a timeout in, or are they?
Oh, I think they are.
Wow. Catholic fans are not happy about that. But there was 0 on the play clock.
Yes, they're waving it off, and they're saying there is no penalty.
He must have just called that.
Okay. And I can see where some people aren't happy on this side of the field. High school football, or high school basketball debuts next Tuesday night. Davis County and Owensboro. The game will be played back next Saturday, December 6th. 10:30 playback on Adelphia TV8. But now it's high school football, Catholic and E-Town, and the handoff goes to Rusher, and Rusher, he doesn't get the first down, and look at those aces converge on Rusher. Welcome to Aces football, Mr. Rusher.
I tell you what, Adam Turnage, that is just about as good as you can do it. They won't get as big a loss as they probably deserve.
They're going to give him his fork now.
The officials were very kind on that, but I'll tell you what, Adam Turnage has really come on strong. He's had a solid season, Jerry, but he's really come on as late as you see him drive Rusher back, and Derek Blair's teammate over there to help him out.
Hey, now here's our first real big play. That's a good shot at Turnage back to the 39-yard line. It's going to be 3rd and long. And, oh, boy, Catholic mistake.
Nolan Thomas has got caught.
Oh, boy, that's going to put it out to the 44-yard line. And that's not
he's clapping.
Uh-oh, they're going to say they
Catholic's
pulled him off.
clapping.
They were drawn offside.
They were drawn offside. Well, Nolan, I apologize for even thinking that you might have jumped offside.
I'm sorry, you guys. I should know better. And it goes back to the 34-yard line. Another costly mistake for E-Town.
Jerry, it's 5 yards. I mean, they add up. I mean, there's no question about that.
Back to the 34-yard line. And they've had far, far too many turnovers. And it's going to be 3rd and a whole bunch at the 34-yard line. Oh, I don't know. Let's see. They have to get to the 20 or 47-yard line.
Don't forget Rusher out of the backfield. I would say that's one thing Catholic's going to need a key on.
Okay, here they come. Has a lot of time, and here it is to Rusher, and Rusher is brought down. What a field tackle by number 18 for Catholic High, Kevin Hundley. Huntley with an open field tackle, and they'll have to punt it away.
Well, I said watch out for Rusher that time, and I guess that Kevin Huntley hurt me because he was all over the play. Number 18 and number 19 have been making some outstanding open field tackles, and this is a very difficult thing to do, especially with the field conditions. But good job by Kevin Huntley.
Catholic should have excellent field position following this punt by Stephen Anderson. Back deep, Jacob Randolph and Heath Wright. Short punt, but a hanging punt, and it's going to go out of bounds. And Catholic's going to have excellent field position with 6:20 to go in the first half.
Well, I think this is a big possession for Catholic. They went 3 and out last time. You can see Craig Lanham talking to his teammates, trying to get everybody fired back up. You know, Jamie LaHue, number 17, Jerry, in the lineup, hasn't played a ton of offense this year, but seems to get in the nod this evening. And we saw that he had a big pass breakup when he was a receiver, but let's see if this Aces offense doesn't get fired up by the play of their defense.
1st and 10 at the Catholic 43-yard line. Excellent field position for junior quarterback Zach Bernard as he tries to put the Aces on the board for the 3rd time tonight. Goes to Greg Lanham, and Lanham brought down after a short gain. He may have gotten to the 45-yard line. We'll see where they place it.
Well, it was a short gain, but at this point, they will take everything that they can get, the Aces. But they want to move this chain and keep possession, Jerry, as this first half is winding down.
2-yard pickup to the 45-yard line. It's going to be 2nd and 8. 2nd and 8 for the Catholic Aces, 12-0. 5:50 showing on the clock. Crowd kind of quiet right now with the Aces on top, 12-0. Lanham is just swarmed over. Must have been 4 or 5 white jerseys just all over him as he tried to make the turn, couldn't do it. And it's going to be 3rd down.
We'll give Coach Lawson credit. He's trying every way he can to break Craig out. I know that was only a 1-yard gain, but they're trying to sweep it to him. They're trying to get it to him inside. And I think that what he's trying to do is keep this defense honest, because the second that they think the Catholic's going to pass, either a draw or a quick hit to Craig, and he can make them pay.
3rd and 7. 3rd and 7. The Aces may have to punt it away before the intermission. That's a complete one right here. Zach Bernard has 2 wide to the left, 2 to the right. Drops the football, picks it up, still throws it, and fires it in and out of the hands of his receiver. They're going to call it incomplete, and the Aces will have to punt it away. Bernard did a good job recovering from that dropped football. But, you know, that ball's cold.
Yeah, it is. Give Heath Wright a break that time. As Zach Bernard, what an athletic play to drop that ball, have the presence to pick it up. And he does hit Heath Wright. He's just not able to come up with the reception. Looked like one of the Elizabethtown defenders got a hand in there to knock that one away.
So it'll be 4th down. Stuart Himes will have to punt it away. Back deep is A.J. French for E-Town.
Not a bad punt.
And it depends on the bounce, and it gets an Aces bounce and rolls dead at the 22-yard line.
I tell you this, Jerry, I think with the weather conditions the way that they are, anytime you'll take a punt like that on an evening like this.
Oh, I guess. It'll be at the 22, 4:49. 4:49 showing on the clock, and this is where Catholic has to be careful as E-Town suddenly got the ball back. They figured they may not have the ball back when they had a surrender at a moment ago, and they certainly would like to get some momentum going, trailing 12-0 here in the first half. They've played well. They've had their moments defensively, and they've moved the ball on offense.
Yeah, E-Town has moved the football. They just can't sustain a drive, it doesn't seem.
And they haven't been able to get on the board. They'd like to get there, and they're going for it all right here. They have a man down there, but they throw incomplete. Going down deep was Jerry Turner, their favorite receiver, a wide receiver, 5'11", 170, but they overthrew Jerry Turner, incomplete.
How about, just to give you in relation, Jerry Turner has 57 catches on this season for 1,478 yards,
Wow.
15 touchdowns, and that's 25.9 yards per catch, compared to a great one in Kevin McGraw, who has 49 catches for 1,127 yards, 14
Not even
touchdowns.
close.
Yeah, 23 yards per catch.
But he doesn't have a reception. And it's completed to Rusher. Rusher to the 27-yard line before he's brought down. Give him a 5-yard pickup.
Well, still a good job, though, team tackling and making the open field tackle. When Catholic gets themselves in trouble, it's when they miss these tackles, and Rusher's one of those guys. He can break a tackle or two.
Here's a big 3rd down play. Because Catholic could get the ball back with 4 minutes to go. It's going back and forth, back and forth. You talk about some good defenses. Todd under pressure, nowhere to throw. Nowhere to throw. Nowhere to throw. Throws it out of bounds. Aces will get it back with a lot of time left.
You're right. There is.
Oh, man.
You know, Jerry, this is another good opportunity. We were just talking about stats. I mean, let's compare the
What do you got here?
quarterbacks. Chris Todd, unbelievably,
Wow.
3,856 yards, 45 touchdowns, 8 interceptions.
Watch, this is the guy we're talking about right
Right
here.
here. Compared to Zach Bernard, who we think is outstanding at 2,912 yards, 31 touchdowns.
14 less touchdowns.
How about that? 11 interceptions. It's just amazing. Todd is throwing for 296 yards a game and 224 for Zach. And Zach's a great one. So you can just imagine where Chris Todd stacks up.
Anderson punts again. The left-handed punter, a short punt, takes an E-Town bounce, and they're going to let it roll dead. Jacob Randolph gets away from it and says, let it roll. It's going to be around the 33-yard line is where they're going to put it in play.
Now, let me say this, and talking to Coach Lawson before the game, always a gentleman, a great coach. Obviously, his record speaks for everything,
my
Jerry.
goodness.
But I'll say this. You don't think he plays the odds? He doesn't want to take a chance. If you want to know why Catholic doesn't field those or sometimes they won't put a guy back, because he has confidence in his offense. He'll give up those yards off that bounce just to retain possession of the football.
Nothing can happen if you let it roll down.
No.
Nothing can happen. You're going to have the football right there. And they have it at the 33-yard line. And a lot of time, 3:56. My goodness, they can score in 56 seconds, let alone 3:56. The man fell down, got back up again. That's Jamie LeHue. He got back up in time to catch. No, that's
Check it, it's Brian Young.
Brian Young.
Should be. Number 12.
No, it's number 12. I thought it was 17. Brian Young, the 5'10", 162-pound junior. So Bernard hits Young on the reception. Watch this. He fell down and got back up.
Very heads-up play by Brian Young and for Zach Bernard to find him. But you're right. He lost his footing, got up, and got the first down catch.
14-yard pickup, 1st and 10. 1st and 10 at the Catholic 47-yard line. And Bernard has a lot of time. Fires on the run. It's intercepted. Look out. There comes E-Town. And, boy, is he taken down. I think it was number 3 on the interception. I'm not sure. It
You're
was
right, it
number
was
3.
number 3.
Taylor Rickney. Taylor Rickney with the interception.
I just don't think Zach saw him. He was sitting in the zone and stepped right in front of the football as it was thrown. Zach got a good, the pass protection was there, and they just about got back to the original line of scrimmage. And right there, he just didn't see him sitting down that zone. Pass was intended for Heath Wright.
With 3:23 in the clock, the ball at the Catholic 46-yard line. Again, the Catholic defense is going to be called on here as the E-Town Panthers get a special bonus here near the end of the first half, a chance to get on the board. Chris Todd fires it up the middle, complete to Big Duncan. And, boy, is he hard to bring down. They bring him down around the 40-yard line.
Well, Derek Blair had him as well as you can.
It's like bringing a big bull down.
He really was. He held on for dear life, and I think he was just hoping some of his defensive teammates would get there as they finally did. But give Derek Blair a lot of credit for limiting that catch.
He was hanging on for dear life. 6-yard pickup to the 40-yard line. E-Town trying to get on the board, trailing 12-0. What a big break this would be on that pass interception by Taylor Rickney. Here's a pass complete again to A.J. French. They got the first down around the 33-yard line.
Well, it's been this quick hit that I think is much better for Elizabethtown's liking, because that's where they've been most successful, is just that quick route instead of running something really deep.
7-yard pickup to French, 1st and 10 at the Catholic 33-yard line. They're on the move. Catholic, when they've had this before, has been able to come up with the interception or the fumble recovery. This is Rusher. He breaks a tackle. Look out. He could go. He gets to the 20, to the 15, to the 10, and he's brought down around the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to go into the end zone before intermission. That was Rusher. Jonathan Rusher. Watch this.
Jerry, that's right here. What you're going to see is Rusher make a good play, but Catholic definitely over pursues. There's Jesse Martin just way over pursuit, out of control. There's Kevin Huntley with the miss. Nolan Thomas.
Another goal line stand.
Yeah,
Let's
good big.
watch. Here we go. Let's watch it.
They got him.
And they stop him.
Oh, my, Derek Blair.
Okay, the line of scrimmage was the 6. 1st and goal at the 6.
Boy, wouldn't that be something
That was
to
a
do it again.
27-yard pickup by Rusher. And what did he do in this first carry?
Hard to tell where they've got the ball marked, Jerry, but I don't think he got.
Okay,
I don't think he got anything.
he lost one. Rusher -1 to the 7.
They've got a flag on the play, and I think it's going to be a legal procedure against E-Town.
Uh-oh, that would help.
It is, yeah.
E-Town -5, illegal procedure. That'll put it back to the 12.
Starting to smell like something.
Okay, okay. And a 1st and goal at the 6. Now it's back to the 12. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 12.
Boy,
Dare we even mention that?
Yeah. No, I think everybody's thinking.
Nobody's going to mention it. We won't mention it. Okay.
All right.
They had 1st and goal at the 6 after that 27-yard run by Jonathan Rusher. Look at the snow coming down. 12-0 Catholic. Todd throws into the end zone. He's there. And touchdown. Touchdown catch by Jerry Turner. And we have got a ball game, folks. Todd to Turner. TT.
Well, Jerry, if I'm not mistaken, we deflected this. I think that's Ben Young in the coverage, and Ben's going to get a hand, I believe, right there.
Yeah.
He does tip it, but what concentration by Turner, and what a big first reception for him is a touchdown.
Oh, boy. And you know those 2 missed extra points.
Well, they're big right now.
They are big. Their place kicker is Robbie Witt, a 6', 165-pound junior. And here comes the fresh football for the extra point. Boy, does that help them on that pass interception. 1:26 to go in the half, and you could just sense it, couldn't you, Jody?
Well,
When they got that interception, you could just sense it. And they're in the end zone, and it's a 12-6 ball game. The goal line stand magic didn't strike yet. Okay, the kick is good by Robbie Witt. You couldn't expect it all the time. Robbie Witt with the PAT, but hey, we still got 1:26 on the clock. 12-7. Catholic leads it. The Aces lead it 12-6 in the semi-state 2A football final to move on to the state championship game here at Ranch Stadium. And boy, the crowd is just standing room only, both sides. They got a great crowd here. Look over there at the far side. They're standing along the fence on the, down at the new building, down around the goal line and the 10-yard line on the far side. They're just lined up along the fence. You can see there and behind the players' bench. They're just everywhere. They're just standing. They're all over the Ranch Stadium. And now E-Town with a dramatic touchdown in the closing moments of the first half made it quite a ball game here at Ranch Stadium. Here's the kickoff, and maybe the Aces, look out, look out, look out. Boy, oh boy, they do. And they do cover it right around the 30-yard line, and that's where the Aces will put it in play. What do you think, Jody?
Well, obviously that E-Town had been able to move the football, but they had not been able to put something together as impressive as that drive. Catholic finally broke on their defensive end, and it's like you said, you can't expect that all the time. However, it would be very nice for the offense to get some kind of momentum. We will have the ball to start the opening of the second half.
You try to do something here?
I think so.
Okay.
I know it's a tight ball game, but those extra points are going to be huge.
You try to at least get within field goal range, Major, and get those points back. 1st and 10 at the Catholic 29, 1:26. And as I mentioned earlier, Catholic can move quickly and score quickly. Look at here. Craig Lanham gets out, across the 35, close to the 40-yard line. Big pickup for Craig Lanham.
Nice pickup, and now's the opportunity, I think, on 2nd and short, maybe to just try it. Maybe run a fly pattern to McGraw or have Heath Wright run a long one and just see what happens.
He picks up 9 yards here. Look at this. Good effort by Craig Lanham, and it's going to be 2nd and 1. Direct snap back to Bernard. Out to McGraw. McGraw moves into E-Town territory. They move quickly.
Catholic has 2 timeouts. I think they'll want to use them wisely here.
And they're going to place it at the E-Town 49. That is a 13-yard pickup. McGraw on the receiving end, 1st and 10. 1st and 10 at the E-Town 49-yard line. They haven't called the timeout yet. 50 seconds. 50 seconds remain in the first half.
Well, they've got to get them lined up, though, here. They're taking way too much time.
Too much time. They're going to try to get within range for Stuart Imes. And they're putting on the rush. And he runs out of the pocket. Fires it. Oh, incomplete. At least that stops the clock.
Very dangerous. He threw behind that time to McGraw. if he'd have been able to not been under so much pressure to get that to Kevin, Kevin may have had some running room.
33.7 seconds remaining, and they're going to have to call a couple of plays in a row here maybe and see what they're going to do. They want to get within range for Stuart Himes for that important 3 points because they've missed they missed one extra point, had one blocked. They tried to run for the other that was stopped. It's 12-6, or 12-7 rather. Here's the pass, complete to Riley, 30 to the 25. He could go with a block. He's at the 15 to the 10 to the 5. He is in the end zone. Touchdown, Aces. Oh, about that.
That's why you go for it. I tell you what.
Oh, boy.
We were talking about how underrated he is, or at least I was.
Oh, he's not anymore.
Oh,
Bernard
man.
to Chris Riney.
Now look at this, Jerry. This is just a beautiful timing pass to throw it over the top of the defender, and then you're going to see he's got some speed. People just don't realize how fast Chris Riney is until you see him in the open field. And I tell you what, that is just a great way to possibly end this half.
21.8 seconds remaining in the half. Chris Riney, 49 yards on that touchdown pass from Zach Bernard. And now they'll go for two again on the PAT. The snap goes to Bernard. Bernard fires into the end zone. Two-pointer. Completed
Heath Wright.
to number 13, Heath Wright. How about that?
Well, that's everything the Catholic needed to get back, at least for the moment,
They
Jerry.
got some momentum back, don't you think?
Yes, and like I said, they're going to have the ball to start the second half. Right here's a two-point conversion. There's two aces right there, and it was Heath Wright that got the two-point conversion. And like you said, this is how dangerous this Owensboro Catholic and explosive this Owensboro Catholic offense truly is.
Wow! Just in a matter, they took over the football at the 126 mark, 21.8. They're up now, 20-7. Boy, how quick the momentum can swing. Coach Brett Burnett had to be so thrilled that they had scored and got some momentum swinging toward E-Town.
Well, he had finally done something, I think, that the Catholic defense hadn't allowed for quite some time in the red zone. And you're right, he had to be feeling pretty good. They had the missed extra point and then the two-point conversion lost. And really, that's got to take some sell out of your win.
And, another thing, the way the defense has been the team that has really pumped up this Catholic ball club and it really fired them up in a time of need. Now here, all of a sudden, it's the offense that has come back to really pump them up here at the end of the first half.
Well, we just felt like this offense was just so due. I mean, when you look, and obviously they played good teams in Fort Campbell, but, only put up 14 points. That's really not characteristic of this offense that we've seen be so productive all season.
They're going to put it in play at the 28-yard line, 1st and 10 at the E-Town 28-yard line. They're playing against some pretty good defenses.
No disrespect,
awesome
but I mean, really, for a very potent offensive team like this.
I don't look for E-Town to do it. Yeah, they might.
I think they will,
might.
Jerry.
The way Todd can throw the football, yeah, they are. They're going to go for the home run, and he's going to have to really earn it. Time's going to run out, and he fires it, look out, incomplete, and 0.8 of a second remaining. And now he'll have time to really air one out as he throws incomplete. You were saying?
Well, I was just going to say that I thought that they would go for it. Now, this might be a little bit different story, just from the standpoint you couldn't call timeout fast enough to get a field goal opportunity.
No.
And the odds, the thing is you don't like to throw an interception at this point in the game because they're all possibly returnable.
When E-Town scored,
Here they go.
just in those closing, they're just going to take a knee here, I'd say. Yeah, they'll just go down. So Todd will go, we'll just say no gain, and that ends the first half with the Catholic ace. And boy, the fans are back on their feet. They had to feel a little down. They said, what's happening here? When all of a sudden their 12-0 lead was, slashed to 12-7 when E-Town went into the end zone with 1:26 to go in the half, and it all was set up by the pass interception, and all of a sudden it was, 12-6, and you think, or 12-7, and you think, oh my goodness, this is going to be tough in the second half, only leading by that. And they came back at 1:26. Even we were talking about, they're probably trying to get within range for Imes, And, you know, this offense doesn't think along those lines. They don't think we're not trying to get within range.
You're right. Field goal secondary. There's no question.
We're not trying to get within range. We're trying to get in. And he pulled that one in, a 49-yard pass, and about, so half of that was running, and he did a great job outrunning the secondary on that.
He sure did. I tell you what, he's one of those few guys like the Martin brothers that go both ways. So really, he's
very few Catholic players.
Very few Catholics, but he is one of those. That's just a tribute to what kind of athlete he is and what he means to this ball club.
Catholic Aces lead it 20-7 here at halftime. The action started with Catholic scoring twice in the first half. The first score came at the, let's see here, the 75-yard drive in 8 plays. The first score came at the 3:20 mark when Lanham went in from 3 yards out. The extra point was blocked by E-Town, and Catholic led 6-0. The second score came at the, let's see, I didn't mark it down here the time-wise, the fumble recovery by Will Millay at the 3:06 mark at the 32-yard line set up the second score. And the second score, the score came on a Bernard to McGraw pass for 22 yards, but then the run for the extra point was no good, and the first quarter ended 12-0. It was 12-0 until the E-Town Panthers scored at the 126 mark on a 12-yard pass from Todd to Turner. They got the extra point kicked by Robbie Witt, and it was 12-7. But then in the last 126 of the ball game, the Aces came marching back. A 13-yard pass from Bernard to McGraw moved the ball to the 49-yard line. And then after Bernard threw incomplete, he connected with Chris Riney on a beautiful 49-yard pass play. And with 21.8 seconds remaining in the half, the extra point, a two-pointer from Bernard to Heath Wright, and it's 20-7 here at halftime.
Well, just absolutely came, I think, really ready to play. It was the offense. I think they were due, Jerry. Like you said, they've been up against some very tough defenses, and this is a very good defense. This team has only allowed 142 points on the season, and so just really take your hats off to these Aces players for not throwing into this weather, and we'll see what the second half holds.
And so far, I don't think the weather's been a factor.
No, I don't believe so either. But they, that's one of those things that you can buy into. But I think Coach Lawson had really prepared them. He said they had a really good week of practice, got a lot accomplished. And you know what I love about him, Jerry? He said, you got to dance with the one who brung you in. And I think that's what he's done so far.
At halftime at Raz Stadium, it is Owensboro Catholic 20, Elizabethtown 7.
Having trouble finding unique gifts this Christmas? We have an idea that's not only great, but great tasting too. How about a gift certificate to Briar Patch Restaurant? Hi, I'm Pat Button from the Briar Patch. Our delicious steaks are cut from the finest quality aged beef and custom cooked to perfection. And our famous garden fresh salad bar lets you make a delicious salad just the way you like it. It's one-of-a-kind dining. So try a gift certificate this holiday season from the Briar Patch Restaurant, a tradition of dining excellence for almost 30 years.
Official Monuments has over a century of service to Owensboro, Davis County. That is a monument in itself. A monument to one family's continued dedication to providing customers with the best quality materials and craftsmanship possible. Today, Official Monuments is the only monument company in Owensboro who does its own work, and it's still a family business, with part Initial, wife Mildred, and son Tony carving on the tradition of quality and service. Official Monuments, serving the area for over a century. Getting out-of-town packages to all the right people in the right places is a Packages Plus priority year-round, but they really shine at holiday time. You do all the fancy wrap and ribbon, then turn those presents over to Packages Plus for the final wrap in a prompt send-off. They'll be securely boxed or packaged, wrapped, taped, tied, and sent on their way through UPS, Federal Express, or regular postal service. Packages Plus has 2 handy locations to save you time and trouble, 2626 Parish and 18th and Davis in the Old Town Shopping Center. When it comes time to make some of life's most difficult decisions, Haley McGinnis has been a name to trust for generations. They take care of the details during one of life's most difficult periods. Simple details like a private chapel, 2 hospitality rooms, and lovely lounges to receive friends and family. Haley McGinnis will take care of the details so that you won't have to.
Every service we provide is
Designed with your comfort in mind.
Haley McGinnis, 519 Locust Street in Owensboro. Where do they come from? All those Goodyear tires that roll up and down Owensboro area streets and highways, most start their journey right here at Purcell Tire at East 18th Street. All these Goodyear tires here at Purcell Tire will eventually venture out into the world. Passenger tires, truck tires, even trailer tires. And it may not all be smooth sailing. Life can get rough sometimes. But they've got that nationwide warranty wherever they go. And if they ever need service, they can always come back home. Purcell Tire. Goodyear selection, variety, value. 813 East 18th.
At halftime, the Catholic Aces lead the Panthers of Elizabethtown 20-7 on a cold, chilly night at Ranch Stadium. The Class 2A semifinals. The winner advances to the state championship game next week at Papa John Stadium in Louisville.
Well, just some statistics at halftime to report. Chris Todd is 9 of 14, has the 2 interceptions. But receiving the ball has been number 9, Zip Duncan, for 49 yards on 4 receptions. DeAndre Purcell has a catch for 6 yards. 7 yards total for running back Jonathan Rusher on his 2 catches. Jerry Turner has 1 catch for 14 yards. Robert Broughton, 1 catch for 5 yards. A.J. French, 23 yards receiving on his 3 receptions. And Jonathan Rusher has 58 yards on 6 carries. For Owensboro Catholic, Craig Lanham, 14 carries, 52 yards. Zach Bernard is 7 of 14 with the 1 interception. Kevin McGraw has 78 yards on his 3 catches. Chris Riney has 61 yards, also caught 3 passes. Brian Young's 1 catch for 14 yards.
You know, that was one of the assets that we knew of about this Elizabethtown ball club, that Chris Todd had many, many receivers. You know, with the Zip Duncan and Jerry Turner, A.J. French, also likes to throw to Jonathan Rusher and to Purcell. But then, of course, Zach Bernard has many, many receivers, as he showed again tonight with, you know, Brian Young and Chris Riney and Heath Wright, in addition to Craig Lanham and Kevin McGraw and the likes that he throws to, you know, so often all year long. I mean, it's just been a great year.
Right, and I think this would be a good opportunity, Jerry, just to talk about some of the things, and obviously some of these postseason honors, and they mean a lot to these kids. But you're talking about an offense that scored 500 points, only allowed 99, and this is through coming into tonight's ball game. But the all-area first district team was Craig Lanham, Zach Bernard, Will Wathen, Lee Martin, Kevin McGraw, Jesse Martin, and Stuart Imes. Your second teamers are Heath Wright, Jesse Martin, Lee Martin, Derek Blair, and Adam Turnage. And then also, of course, the biggest is the M&I gives their offensive and defensive players, both of them going to Catholic. Craig Lanham offensively and Will Wathen defensively. I just, there's a lot of guys, unsung heroes, that are not mentioned here.
In the Class 2A All-State First Team, Blue Chips, Craig Lanham, Kevin McGraw, Jesse Martin, just all kinds of honors. And you know what? I have a hunch many more honors are going to come for this outstanding ball club. Mike Lawson's 3rd Catholic High team right now, 13-0. They're playing in the semi-state. The winner of this ball game plays in the state championship game next week against either Belfry
or Lloyd
Memorial. We understand right now Belfry is leading Lloyd Memorial 7-0. And by the time you watch our telecast, that game, of course, will be long over, and that doesn't matter. Catholic or E-Town will be in the state championship game next week at Papa John Stadium.
What's interesting is everybody says, coming in this ball game, I understand E-Town's really been on a roll. Well, at this point in the playoffs, everybody's on a roll, or at least a 3-game win streak.
Hey, what about Catholic High?
Exactly, but I'm just saying, because if you're not on a roll, you're watching the game in the stands or on the TV. But you're right. You throw out records because Belfry's 11-2, Lloyd Memorial's 9-4, Jerry, and they've gotten this far in the playoffs. So you do tend to throw the records out, but it should be an interesting second half. I think that the keys to victory still remain the same. Right now, Catholic's got the upper hand as well as the upper hand in the scoreboard, and they're going to receive the ball to start the second half.
And Catholic High is going to send Kevin McGraw and Heath Wright back deep for the opening kick for Catholic Aces, and it's going to be a short kick, and it's taken by Randolph. who lined up short over around the 35-yard line, and we're going to have excellent field position. That was a strange kick to start the second half.
Well, it was a short kick, got a lot of height under it, trying to run under it. It is a free ball once it goes 10 yards.
I think that was by design.
And Jacob Randolph very, very wisely. That's Coach Jerry. And we know what kind of father he has.
Yes, he knows
He waved for that fair catch and gave Catholic excellent field position.
The ball's going to be at the 36-yard line, 1st and 10 at the Catholic 36. You got the second half underway. Catholic with that late touchdown in the first half leads it 20-7. The handoff goes to Craig Lanham, and again the Panthers swarm on Lanham all over him as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, Craig has got a quiet 52 yards, as we've mentioned in this first half. But as you said, he's very capable of breaking it at any point.
And Lanham does get back just barely to the line of scrimmage. We'll call it that. No gain. And it's going to be 2nd and 10.
Personal foul against Owensboro Catholic.
Oh, my goodness. We do not need that, do we?
No, and I think you and I missed that. There was probably down in the pile. And, I mean, this is really
all the way back to the 21. Oh,
yeah.
My goodness. All the way back to the 21-yard line. It's a 15-yarder against Catholic. And, that's very unlike Catholic.
Yeah, they have really done a good job of not committing a lot of infractions. There was a point when you and I were carrying them when we were really surprised at the number of penalties they got. But they had really done a good job correcting
that's just the kind that absolutely is unnecessary, and it really can cost you dearly. Here's the pass out in the flat to Heath Riney, and short gainer.
Well, Heath Wright does a good job catching that ball and then turning it into something. You're right, it's not going to be a lot of yards, but he's going to get some of those yards back, and you need a positive at this point.
Gets it out to the 23-yard line, just 2-yard pickup out to the 23. They have to get to the 46-yard line, so it's going to be 2nd down and 23 for the Catholic Aces. They line up without a huddle out of the shotgun. Zach Bernard, boy, that 15-yarder, very costly to the Aces here in the second half. A very sour note to start the second half. That would have been even more sour. Here's a long pass, and down deep is Heath Riney. Oh! That would have been the catch of the year had he been able to hold on to it when he was laying flat on his back. Honest to goodness, I'll tell you what, he almost caught that ball. He almost caught it.
Almost comes up with a great adjustment. And don't take anything away, Zach Bernard just absolutely did a good job to come down with that snap. But right here, makes a great adjustment, coming back to that ball, playing it, Jerry, falls on his back, and still almost comes up with the reception.
But close is only good in horseshoes and hand grenades. Okay.
Good punt.
Here's the punt.
Oh, took an E-Town bounce. They got to stop that.
And it's going to be down in E-Town territory, but just barely. And the Panthers are going to have great field position to start their first possession of the second half.
Well, Jerry, it's always tough. Once you quit playing and you go in that locker room, you try not to cool down too much because you know you got to get it going in the second half. And we'll see what this Aces defense will do because they have played inspiring football the whole playoff.
Even though they had that momentum back, it's still, they're going to have to tighten it up. 1st and 10 at the E-Town 48-yard line. Chris Todd's done a great job moving this E-Town ball club.
Lost it.
And he's fumble, ball's loose. And let's see who has the football. And I think E-Town does. They're going to hold up second down. And, boy, that was Todd all the way.
Jonathan Rusher that time came up to get that football as I think Jesse Martin caused that strip on Chris Todd.
And it was a 1-yard loss back to the 47-yard line. It's going to be 2nd and 11 for the Panthers. Boy, it's got to be getting cold out there, too.
Oh, it really does.
Got to be getting cold. They warmed up, at halftime down in the dressing room. But now, all of a sudden, they're back on the field to freezing temperatures. Here's the forward pass. It is complete to French. French has some blockers in front of him, but getting past the blockers, two Aces, bringing him down. Wathen and Riney bring him down right at midfield.
Well, I tell you what, they're pretty kind on this spot because the receiver had broken a tackle, and then once he starts to take off, he went backwards, and that's when Riney and Wathen converged on him. And so pretty generous spot there.
It's at the Catholic 49-yard line, a 4-yard pickup. So it's going to be 3rd and 7, and a big third down play here for the Catholic defense and for the E-Town offense. 3rd and 7. Chris Todd backs up. You better hurry now. And he may have to burn a timeout. It's going to be down to 3 seconds. He's not going to get it, or he's going to get it, just barely gets it off. Looks to throw, fires, and it's intercepted.
Wow.
Boy, was that close.
Chris Ronnie.
Oh,
man,
my goodness.
He really almost came up with a spectacular interception. As you'll take a look here, really, like you said, at the last second, Chris Todd gets this play off, throws it outside behind the receiver, and then just tipping around, bobbling that ball is Chris Ronnie. Oh, man, that was also close.
And they'll have to punt it away, so both defenses hold, and we've had a defensive battle so far here in the second half. Steven Anderson, the punter, and back deep are Heath and Randolph for the Catholic Aces, and they're going to let it bounce, and it takes an E-Town bounce. A good bounce rolls inside the 15, down to about the 12 or 13-yard line, and the Aces will have their backs against the wall when they take over for the second time here in the second half.
You know, just very interesting. I know we talked about this in the first half a little bit. These Catholic receivers, as good as they are, they have trouble in practice hanging on these punts. And like you said, Coach Lawson wants to retain possession of the football. So if anyone's wondering why they might not be fair catching these balls, that's the reason.
They want to be sure. And the ball's at the 12-yard line. 9:24 to go here in the third quarter. Catholic leading 20-7 out of the shotgun. The handoff goes to Craig Lanham, and Lanham tries it up the middle, but boy, is he bottled up. Whistle blows, play stops, and short gain for Craig Lanham.
Well, they have done, and when I say they, I'm talking about Elizabethtown's defense. They have really done a nice job to bottle things up on the inside, and they've done a good job with their containment, but a lot of white jerseys flying to number 4.
Let's see, they're going to give him 2-yard pickup, 2 yards out to the 14-yard line. 2nd and 8 for the Aces, back to Lanham. Lanham fires complete. Was that Riney?
That was Chris Riney.
Riney, the reception. Another short gain, but at least they're moving in the right direction.
That's right. And he's going to bring up 3rd down, and really, Catholic would like to get the first down here so they don't have to punt it, because if they do, E-Town would have excellent field position.
The ball's going to be in around the 16-yard line. Another 2-yard pickup out to the 16. It's going to be 3rd and about 6 for the Aces. Out of the shotgun, Zach Bernard, plenty of time. He gets the first down and then some to McGraw. McGraw with some good open field running out to the 31-yard line. First down, Aces.
Well, you know, you see Kevin McGraw slam that ball to the ground, but I tell you what, he got a big first down. He's got to be happy. I know the coaches are happy with his effort, and there's a good look at number 2, the 5'10", 171-pound senior. But I guess he thought that he could have broke that one all the way, so I wouldn't be too discouraged with that game.
Gets all the way out to the 31-yard line, a 15-yard pickup with McGraw on the receiving end. Kevin McGraw, the 5'10", 171-pound senior. The Aces break huddle, hustle to the line of scrimmage, and they're on the move. 8-19, and boy, this third quarter is zipping by. Zach Bernard, that was the first down of the second half for either team. And Lanham, again, runs into a crowd, as he always draws a crowd. And this E-Town defense waiting for him around the 32-yard line, give him a 1-yard pickup.
E-Town being very stingy this opening second half on the second possession for Catholic. They're just not really allowing Craig Lanham. The hole's there, but boy, it's there temporarily.
What did Craig have in the first half?
Craig had 52, Jerry, and he's only got really 2 yards in the second half.
Okay, that was a 1-yard pickup. The ball on the 32-yard line. Catholic 20, E-Town 7. We're in the third quarter, near the midway point. A long bomb going deep. Heath Wright.
Oh,
he got the football. He caught it inside the 30-yard line. They're going to say no, and he's argued about it. And the one official signaled yes, the other
He changed his mind,
the
though,
other
Jerry.
said no.
The first he said catch, and then he said no, and I'll tell you what, I think that Heath Wright might have gotten robbed, and I know our camera guys, if they
I don't
got
know
it,
if we've got the replay on it. Let's
they
see
do.
here.
I'll tell you what, now I'm going to, don't say this too many
Okay.
times, but I'm going to question this one. Hopefully we can see it for this next
I
play
don't
goes
know if we
on.
can see it well enough. We'll find out. Here we go.
See if he hangs on. If this ball does not hit the ground, it did.
Oh,
It did.
it hit the ground. You can see it. Okay. Incomplete. Good
Got a
call,
flag on the
officials.
play.
There's a pass. Incomplete. And there's a flag on the play.
And where that's thrown, Jerry, that is not good news for the Aces. It is a hold against Owensboro Catholic.
And they're going to take that. The line of scrimmage at 32. That's going to give them great field
I think they'll
position there.
decline it, Jerry.
Well, that'd be
Make
a
them
fourth
punt.
down, but I don't know.
I think they'll decline it.
I'll tell you what, if I was on there,
You want the football, I decline it.
I know, but that would put them back to the 16 or the
Yeah, but you
16-yard
just
line.
almost had a big play.
Okay.
Yeah, they did decline it.
I know it, but see, okay. Okay, hold minus, holding refused, and they'll have to punt the football. You know what I'm saying here.
I do.
You know exactly
I do.
what I'm saying. Now let's see where they end up with the football. Here's Imes with the punt. It was going to take it back. No, it's going to take it at the 40-yard line. Oh, boy.
Good
They were
overfield
all
tackle.
over him.
Kevin Huntley, number 18
Oh,
for the
that was
Aces.
good. That was Young, or French, rather. French on the reception. He took it right at the 40-yard line, returned it only to the 43, and they'll take over good field position, 1st and 10 at the E-Town 43-yard line, 7:14 to go in the third quarter, 20-7. Boy, every possession is becoming more and more important
That's
for
why I
E-Town.
think he declined the football.
Yeah,
I mean,
with
the
the
penalty
clock,
to get the
the clock's
football.
down to 7:14 here in the third quarter. Chris Todd out of the shotgun, fires up the middle to his big guy. Boy, he's hard to bring down.
He is. You look at Will Watson.
Zip Duncan.
Will Watson is an outstanding tackler. You know, this is a good point to mention him, and I covered the story on him. His father, George Watson, played linebacker for the Aces, also wore number 36, Jerry, and that was in the late 60s, early 70s.
7-yard pickup to midfield.
Ooh, they did. The fans are booing
That was a
because of the
good
spot.
placement. That was an
Yeah.
excellent placement for E-Town to the 50-yard line. And a 7-yard pickup for Duncan. 2nd and 3. Todd out of the shotgun. Nobody back there with him. And he looks to throw, fires again to Duncan. And he's brought down at the 41 at Catholic. 1st down.
Well, that's an excellent job of hitting him high and low. Kevin Huntley hit him low. Will Watson hit him high. But Zip Duncan did pick up enough for the 1st down, and they're going to move the chains.
9-yard pickup to the Catholic. Now they placed it on the 40-yard line at Catholic. No, it's the 41. It should be. Now they said the 40. Okay, he got 10 yards. Boy, the placements have been strange.
Oh, Kevin Huntley, what a tackle.
Right at the, was that complete?
No, it was a handoff to Jonathan
Okay.
Rusher, and the 5'9", 164-pound senior has really come on since the second quarter. He's having himself an awful nice defensive ball game.
I was looking down doing my stats. I look up and I see
Boy,
Rusher laying on the ground, loss of 1 on
It's
the
hard to do, but
There it
right
is,
here you're
okay.
going to see Huntley right there. That's wrapping him around the ankles. It can't do any better than that.
2nd and 11. Chris Todd, nowhere to throw. Now he fires, and he has the big guy. Oh, he couldn't hold on. I thought he got it to him.
Well, I tell you what, Jerry, you talking about Jesse Martin is pleading his case to the official. He wants he's planting a seed to try to get that holding call against Elizabethtown, because that time it looked like they got away with one.
So it's going to be 3rd down play. Now here, we haven't said it yet. It's 3rd and 11. 3rd and 11 at the 40, at the 41. 3rd and 11 at the 41-yard line.
A little bit of confusion right now, but E-Town finally got in alignment.
So Chris Todd with a big call here for the Panthers. Looks to the right, fires, the
Hit
ball's
by Jesse
deflected.
Martin.
That's incomplete. That's going to be an incomplete pass.
Jesse
And they'll
Martin
have to punt.
came on a bull rush that time, Jerry, from his defensive end position. He was in a stand-up technique, and then he just tipped that ball.
Jesse Martin.
What a deflection. You're right, that was a big 3rd down.
Oh, man. The defense does it again. Back deep are Heath Wright and Jacob Randolph. The punter is Steven Anderson. The Aces will get the football again just over the 5-minute mark. The left-footed punter, short punt, real short punt.
They kind
And
of
it's going
pushed
to
that.
bounce out of bounds. Oh, that's a nasty short punt.
Yeah, that
Aces.
wasn't. That was barely past the 1st down marker.
So it's going to be, I don't know what happened there. High school football on TV8 being brought to you in part by Paint Headquarters, Packages Plus, Owensboro Dance Theater, and Purcell Tire. And we're going to have the ball 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line. 1st and 10 at the Catholic 28 with 5:37 showing on the clock. Now it gets into a interesting situation for Catholic High, leading 20-7. A nice long drive down the field would be nice, Jody. Here we go. A handoff to Atlanta, a big gainer out close to the 35-yard line.
They had really done a good job of limiting him in this whole entire second half, and there was the first time we got a real taste of what Craig Lanham's able to do.
He gets out to the 34, giving me a 6-yard pickup out to the 34. And it's going to be 2nd and 4, a short 4 for the Aces. We're near the 5-minute mark. Catholic led it at halftime, 20-7. That's what it is right here. Catholic's picked up 1 first down in the second half. The E-Town Panthers have picked up 1 first down in the second half. So it's been a very defensive battle. Remember we talked about Lanham?
Look out.
Due for a big gainer. He just got one, folks. Big gainer for Craig Lanham. First down, Aces.
Now, Jerry, I will say this. If when we see this replay, watch how patient he is and watch how he allows things to develop. And then on top of it, to have the presence to read the block as well as he does. Because you'll see right there is when things just open up for him, and then he's going to make a Craig Lanham move and bounce it to the outside because he's getting a block downfield. I believe that's Jacob Randolph doing a good job, and that's Craig Lanham for you.
30-yard run for Craig Lanham, a 30-yard run to the E-Town 36-yard line. 1st and 10 Aces at the E-Town 36. Again Lanham, and this time he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Or maybe he got a yard. Craig Lanham, 1-yard pickup to the 35 is going to be 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 at the E-Town 35.
Well, you know, some fans are, at this point you're starting to think ball control. And
It's
really,
early.
even though it is early, but even though you have a guy like Craig Lanham, I mean, this offense just really almost doesn't allow it because of what Lanham can do and then, of course, what the arm of Zach Bernard presents.
They're always on the move. Watch this. Here's the pass complete to Heath Wright. Right to the 35, to the 30. And he's brought down around the 27-yard line. The Aces again on the move. Bernard to Heath Wright.
Well, you'll take that short pass anytime that you can pick up that many yards, Jerry. And once again, it's Catholic High and Heath Wright, after making that catch, doing a fine job of reading his blocks and then getting those blocks from his fellow teammates.
So he picks up 8 yards. They're just about a yard shy of the first down. They get to the 27-yard line, all the way to the 27 with that 8-yard pickup. And it'll be 3rd and 1 for Catholic. 2 setbacks behind quarterback Zach Bernard. He lost the ball, and it's loose on the field. And who covered it?
Zach Bernard got it back,
He came all the way
surprisingly,
back. Oh, boy.
I thought Craig Lanham was going to have to recover that one. Zach Bernard pulled out too early.
Uh-oh, he's holding his wrist.
Yeah, this happened last week.
Oh, boy. I don't like that at all. The way he's holding his wrist. Oh, boy. He is really, it doesn't look good, folks. It doesn't look good at all. David Woodward, the sophomore quarterback,
I think
is coming in.
I'm not sure if they'll punt or not because
32, 5-yard
they're going to call a timeout. I think very smartly Coach Lawson's going to call a timeout there.
5-yard loss.
Yeah.
5-yard loss back to the 32. 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. We're going to take a timeout. There's timeout on the field with 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. It's Catholic 20 and Elizabethtown 7.
Official Monuments has over a century of service to Owensboro and Davis County. That is a monument in itself. A monument to one family's continued dedication to providing customers with the best quality materials and craftsmanship possible. Today, Official Monuments is the only monument company in Owensboro who does its own work, and it's still a family business, with part Initial, wife Mildred, and son Tony carving on the tradition of quality and service. Official Monuments, serving the area for over a century.
Where's Owensboro's complete tire headquarters? It's Rick's Tire and Service. Who can make repairs in all makes of cars and trucks? It's Rick's Tire and Service. Who should you see for alignments, oil and lube, shocks and brakes? It's Rick's Tire and Service. Who has a trained and experienced staff and gives free estimates? It's Rick's Tire and Service. Where can you find 90 days same as cash and 6 months same as cash? It's Rick's Tire and Service. And where can you find top-selling Cooper tires? At Rick's Tire and Service, 2727 Beach Road.
Having trouble finding unique gifts this Christmas? We have an idea that's not only great, but great tasting too. How about a gift certificate to Briar Patch Restaurant? Hi, I'm Pat Button from the Briar Patch. Our delicious steaks are cut from the finest quality aged beef and custom cooked professionally. And our famous garden fresh salad bar lets you make a delicious salad just the way you like it. It's one-of-a-kind dining. So try a gift certificate this holiday season from the Briar Patch Restaurant, a tradition of dining excellence for almost 30 years.
What do you call a beautiful flat paint that's truly washable? Benjamin Moore calls it Regal Matte Finish. I call it just what I was looking for. My Benjamin Moore retailer showed me how new Regal Matte Finish washes clean with soap and water. The color and the finish look great no matter how many times I clean it. And it comes in every color I can dream of. Beauty that lasts. What do you call that? I call it confidence.
Check out all of the great Benjamin Moore premium paints available at Paint Headquarters in Owensboro. Come and experience the magic of a holiday tradition as Owensboro Dance Theater presents the Nutcracker. The 11th annual production of this classic will take place December 6th with an abbreviated Saturday matinee at 3 entitled A Little Bit of Nutcracker and a full performance of the Nutcracker 7:30 at the River Park. A talented cast of dancers, actors, and gymnasts will perform. Enjoy the Nutcracker December 6th, sponsored by BB&T. Tickets on sale now at the River Park box office at 687 Arts.
Tom Watson's Prosthetic and Orthotics Lab takes pride in putting lives back together. The dedicated ABC-accredited staff at Tom Watson's Lab has almost 45 years' experience in caring for children and adults with both long and short-term physical disabilities. They're known for custom-fabricated prosthetic limbs, comfortable, high-performance orthotic braces, individualized patient care, and comprehensive rehab services. Tom Watson's Lab, where quality and experience make the difference.
We're ready to go. Sophomore quarterback David Woodward, a 5'11", 169-pounder, and a quarterback in place of Zach Bernard. Oh, look at that. The bad snap right off the back picked up by Lanham, and things usually go bad in this situation. And, Lanham hanging on to it. And Jody, Aces fans can't be happy about this right now.
No, exactly not. At fourth down, and I really thought that when we came out of the break that Catholic would then elect to punt it just due to the fact that Zach Bernard had to take himself out of the ball game. And we don't want to speculate, but he was holding that left arm or left wrist. But really, if he punted in the end zone, Jerry, the best they would have is at the 20. Instead, they're going to have the ball around the 46-yard line of in their own territory. But that was disastrous.
They'll have to give the quarterback a 14-yard loss back to the 46-yard line. That's where they'll take it over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line of E-Town. And look at this completed pass. There he goes. Number 86 on the run for E-Town, and this could be tough. That was a completed pass to A.J. French. They took over at the 248-yard mark, and it's 1st and 10 again. Todd to French. And where's the ball?
Jerry, I think they're spotted right around the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at the Catholic 20. And the clock's running 2:30. Here's a handoff to Rusher. And Rusher.
Flag, the ball's loose.
And Catholic comes up with a football.
They're going to call him down.
And they're going to say it was dead.
Yeah, they're going to call him down. They're giving him forward progress, too.
Kevin Hundley came up with it. And Rusher, let's see.
Illegal block below the...
Oh, boy, that was against E-Town.
Yeah.
So that'll eliminate the carry by Rusher. Let's watch this. Here we go.
Right there, he stopped and then pulled back. Now, I agree with this forward progress, but stripped by Jesse Martin. Kevin Hundley falls on the ball, but they should mark this one off against the Panthers.
Okay.
So we'll see.
Okay.
Let's see where he marks this off. Probably, Jared, from around the 18.
Okay, I know.
19, excuse me.
Okay, we're trying to see here. All right. Okay, we got people standing up there in front. It's going to be how many penalties? Could be 15 yards, I believe
it
is.
Should be a 15-yard.
Well, it turns out to be 14.
14.
The way they mark it. Okay. And it's going to be back to the 34-yard line. That's a big break for Catholic High. Big break. Back to the 14-yard line. If any time the defense wants to rise to the occasion, right here it is, as E-Town trying to cash in on that. Okay, here's the pass over to French. And there again, the defense all over French on the completed pass. It's going to be a short gain. Todd to French. The line of scrimmage was the 34. They're going to place it at the 32, give him a 2-yard pickup.
Well, they like that really short pass. And that time, as you take a look, Here's the play that French makes earlier. Oh, excuse me, that's the one for the 2-yard gain, but really going nowhere. And then right there, Will Wathen, as he's done all season, just lays a monstrous hit on him.
Okay, it's going to be second and bunch of yards, 23 yards for the first down. Here's Todd throwing. Oh, nobody's there but a Catholic defender.
Oh, what a play, though.
And it was knocked away, and I thought he had a chance at intercepting number 10 down there, Ben Young. But his first and foremost job is to make sure it's not completed.
Well, no, it would have been intercepted, but A.J. French comes in and just swats at that ball, Jerry.
Okay, is that what happened? Okay,
yeah, if he misses that
boy.
ball, it's an interception.
Man.
Snow is still coming down. The fans are still cheering. Everybody's bundled up as best they can, Jerry. The wind chill's got to be getting pretty cold. And, there is a good look at Zach Bernard, and just the fact that he's not holding that arm anymore.
Oh, that helps.
It's a pretty nice sign.
That really helps. Third and 23 now, and they're going to go for it no matter what. Here's a pass. Great catch by A.J. French. He's got some running room, and he's going to go into the end zone. And what a big touchdown. 32-yard touchdown pass from Todd to French, and they are right back in the ballgame.
Well, they really are, Jared. That just really deflated this.
On a fourth down play?
Yeah, on a huge play, huge conversion. And right there in the middle of the field, absolutely wide open. And then Owensboro Catholic is not able to bring down A.J. French, who made a spectacular play before to elude the interception, a would-be interception by Catholic. And Ben Young giving chase, but too little, too late.
Boy, 20-13. They need to stop an extra point here. It's that extra point the Catholic missed earlier. Here's the kick, and it is good. The extra point attempt is good by Robbie Witt. Robbie Witt kicks that all-important extra point for E-Town. And with time out on the field, 1:26 to go in the third quarter, the score is Catholic 20 and E-Town 14. And Jody, the big question right now when Catholic gets the football is whether or not Zach Bernard is going to be able to answer the call and come out on the field.
Well, I think, one, if Zach is truly not injured too bad, obviously he's going to want to play. That's the kind of competitor he is. Two is this Aces offense is going to really need him to be involved. And that's nothing against David Woodward whatsoever.
Oh, no, not at all.
But Zach Bernard has been the leader of this offensive unit all season long, and they're going to count on him. But the thing is, I think the shoulders of Craig Lanham may have just gotten a little bit heavier.
Here's the kickoff, and we're ready to go. The ball going deep right down the middle.
That Ben Young?
And we had a little different lineup on that kickoff return. It is number
18, Kevin Hunley.
And Kevin Hunley. That's different lineup completely for Catholic on the kickoff return. Hunley brings it back, and let's see what's going to happen.
Zach Bernard is going to lead his troops back out.
And the fans are on their feet. Listen to that. First and 10 at the Catholic 34. They've held their breath ever since.
Across the way, we've got a lot of Catholic High fans sitting in the church.
Yeah, that's true.
We knew that wasn't all Elizabethtown, but there are a lot of people cheering across the field.
Let's watch him. 1:22 to go in the third quarter. First and 10 at the Catholic 34, and Zach Bernard is back in at quarterback. Hands it off to Lanham. Lanham goes to the 40, to the 45, to the 46-yard line before he's brought down, and listen to the Aces fans.
Well, just for the fact that Zach Bernard is okay, there are some people that thought maybe their the possibility for their state championship just slipped away. But like I said, his presence on the field brings a lot, and I think you're seeing a lot of enthusiasm and adrenaline coming from this Owensboro Catholic squad just from the fact that he was able to report back in this ballgame.
Hey, he picked up a first down, first and 10 at the Catholic 48-yard line, a 14-yard pickup for Lanham on his last carry. Less than a minute to go in the third quarter. Zach Bernard back at quarterback. Rolls back to throw. Has time. He fires it down. He's in heavy, it's incomplete. Boy, that came within an eyelash of being intercepted.
Boy, indeed
wow.
He did.
He threw into heavy traffic. There were 4 defenders and 1 receiver.
Anthony Bradley, number 80 for the Panthers, had the best shot at it. But on the upside, because it was an intercepted, Jerry, Zach looked very good throwing the football. It was a nice.
But his left arm is what was hurt, but
right.
That affects you as you hold the ball.
Got to have that balance, and he spins that ball too whenever he comes out. But we'll see how he responds.
Oh boy, second and 10 at the 48. 20-14 Catholic. Zach Bernard under pressure, fires it, complete. To Lanham out of the backfield, breaks a couple of tacklers, still going. Gets into E-Town territory around the 45-yard line.
Well, that's one thing that I think Owensboro Catholic needs to go back to. You got to find a way to get Craig Lanham continually in the offense. And if the running game is going to be at times stagnant, I think that's the little screen pass. And Craig made a lot happen when he probably should have only got 2 or 3.
That was a 7-yard pickup, and here's a big play for 3 yards. Right here, big play for 3. No question about it.
Well, you know as well as I do, they can't shut things down. They've got to stay aggressive, and it looks like that they are.
Yeah, they need 3. They might go to Lanham here. Nope, they're going to go deeper. Here, no, they're not going that deep, and they get it to McGraw, and McGraw gets the first down inside the 35-yard line. First down, Aces.
Well, I'll say this. If Zach is playing hurt, kudos to him, but he sure is not showing any ill effects from having that left arm hurt.
First and down at the E-Town 34. That was an 11-yard pickup with Kevin McGraw on the receiving end. And that was maybe the last play of the quarter. Catholic 20, E-Town 14. Championship game, or the semi-state championship. The winner going to the state championship game next week at Papa John's. Lanham looking for running room, and he's tackled from behind around the 32-yard line after a 2-yard pickup. That's going to be the last play. The last play of the third quarter. The third quarter's come to an end at Rash Stadium. The score is Owensboro Catholic 20, Elizabethtown 14.
Getting out-of-town packages to all the right people in the right places is a Packages Plus priority year-round, but they really shine at holiday time. You do all the fancy wrap and ribbon, then turn those presents over to Packages Plus for the final wrap in a prompt send-off. They'll be securely boxed or packaged, wrapped, taped, tied, and sent on their way through UPS, Federal Express, or regular postal service. Packages Plus has 2 handy locations to save you time and trouble. 2626 Parish and 18th and Davis in the Old Town Shopping Center.
Mitchell Monuments has over a century of service to Owensboro and Davis County. That is a monument in itself. A monument to one family's continued dedication to providing customers with the best quality materials and craftsmanship possible. Today, Mitchell Monuments is the only monument company in Owensboro who does its own work, and it's still a family business, with part of Mitchell, wife Mildred, and son Tony carving on the tradition of quality and service. Mitchell Monuments, serving the area for over a century.
When I moved here a few months ago, I began looking for a house. I wanted to find one the right size and the right price. Most of us give a lot of thought to housing for our bodies, but what about housing for your soul? We buy and build elaborate houses, but often our souls are left homeless. It doesn't have to be that way. It's not God's plan for your heart to be homeless. God wants you to move in out of the cold and live with Him. Under His roof, there's space available. God won't sell you a house, but He'll sure give you His. That's how much He loves you. I'm Greg Hughley, pastor of Lewis Lane Baptist Church, where God's love intersects with your life.
Where do they come from? All those Goodyear tires that roll up and down Owensboro area streets and highways? Most start their journey right here at Purcell Tire at East 18th Street. All these Goodyear tires here at Purcell Tire will eventually venture out into the world. Passenger tires, truck tires, even trailer tires. And it may not all be smooth sailing. Life can get rough sometimes. But they've got that nationwide warranty wherever they go. And if they ever need service, they can always come back home. Purcell Tire. Goodyear selection, variety, value. 813 East 18th.
Tom Watson's Prosthetic and Orthotics Lab takes pride in putting lives back together. The dedicated ABC-accredited staff at Tom Watson's Lab has almost 45 years' experience in caring for children and adults with both long and short-term physical disabilities. They're known for custom-fabricated prosthetic limbs, comfortable, high-performance orthotic braces, individualized patient care, and comprehensive rehab services. Tom Watson's Lab, where quality and experience make the difference.
Okay, moving into the fourth quarter, Catholic 20, E-Town 14, and that ball's intercepted by the big guy Duncan, and E-Town has the ball back. Wow.
Yeah, just a terrible turn of events that time. Duncan, awful big target. He's been there all day for Chris Todd on offense. Tips that ball up, and exactly the way you draw it up in practice, Jerry tips it back to himself and comes up with a huge interception.
Well, the Panthers couldn't start things off in the fourth quarter any better than that. And again, we're not getting any cooperation from one big head here in front of us, Jody. And he
Well, I'll
keeps
try to
standing
help
up
you
and
out as
blocking.
best I can,
Okay,
Jerry.
first and 10.
Yeah, they're at the 31 of
the E-Town 36-yard line.
No, 31.
31?
Yes.
At the E-Town 31-yard line. Here's the pass up the middle again to Duncan. They're throwing to that big spot, 4-yard pickup. Todd to Duncan. Todd to Duncan, a 4-yard pickup to the 35. And it's going to be 2nd and 6.
Yeah,
And boy,
yeah,
it's
it's a little uneasy feeling where we're sitting right now, and then hopefully by the time you folks watch this telecast, we'll have been good news.
yeah, you can either relax or say, well, maybe next year. You know, it's either whatever. But right now, the pressure is building all over this place. As big capacity crowd at Ranch Stadium. We're in the fourth quarter. It's 20-14. 11 minutes to go. E-Town has the football. They have a man down there, but fortunately they threw it behind him, and the receiver's not happy with his quarterback at all. And that was Jerry Turner. He's just unhappy with fate. I don't think he was mad at his quarterback. He just said, doggone it, because he would have been gone. The defender was down on the ground.
Yeah, Ben Young fell that time. He's on the right cornerback. And you're right. I mean, Jerry Turner was off to the races, but fortunately, Chris Todd was not able to get him. And the Catholic defense is trying to encourage this fan on a big third down.
Third down and 6. This is it. Big play for the defense once again. Chris Todd drops back, fires. It is complete.
Oh,
Look out. Here he goes. He's got the speed. Big, strong A.J. French moves deep into Catholic territory for a first down.
Well, there's where that uneasy feeling came from. What a crossing route. A good call that time. A.J. French, this is his 8th reception of the ball game, Jeremy. He has had himself a big ball game. They're going to go into this no-huddle, hurry-up offense.
20. Let's see. Oh, there's another carry now. Who was that on the carry?
It should have been Jonathan Rusher.
Rusher again. Okay, we got to go fast on this. They're going with a hurry-up offense. A 2-yard pickup for Rusher to the 32-yard line. And, boy, they've got the momentum going. You talk about a momentum swing to the Panthers. Again, back to Todd. Todd fires, and that was interception written all over that one. All over.
Yeah, Adam Turnage, if he could have played the inside on that route, I think he would have been off to the races, and that would have been 6 points for the Aces.
He certainly would have been.
Still, but Adam, great breakup. Don't mean to take anything away from the play that you made. You did prevent the reception, but boy, we'd like that interception.
That was a 31-yard completion, by the way. Todd to French a moment ago. And now it's going to be third down play, 3rd and 7. We're saying 3rd and 8, either a long 7 or a short 8. Here's Todd all the time in the world, and look at that great run by Turner, the great pattern run by Turner, and they run him out of bounds on the far side. He's going to be close to a first down, I believe.
I think he got it, Jerry. Yes, he did. He got it, but Jerry Turner, only a 2nd catch. He's been the Todd and Turner show is what they call it down in Elizabethtown, but that's only his 2nd reception. That was an awful big one.
Well, he got 9 yards, of course, all the way to the 23-yard line, and now the defense once again is going to be called on. The ball at the 23-yard line, 10 minutes and 19 seconds.
You know, these crossing routes are giving Catholic an awful lot of trouble right now, Jerry. They've got guys open. And
they found something.
They have.
They certainly have. 1st and 10 at the Catholic 23. Chris Todd for E-Town gives it to Rusher. Rusher going nowhere. And, boy, was he brought down. Oh, Rusher came back and kind of shot the ball at him.
I'd get away from Jesse Martin.
Oh, I was.
Number 79, we talk about him all the time, 6'4", 239-pound senior, and he just met him, stuffed him right in the hole, and then drove him back.
And you know what? Rusher got a good placement. They say no gain. They placed it at the 23-yard line.
Well, Jesse, that was an incredible tackle.
No gain on the play, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 for E-Town, 9:45 to go. Catholic leads by 6.
Here comes the blitz.
And here's the pass, complete again. And being brought down is A.J. French, but a pretty good gain.
Yeah, it really was. Lee Martin was there to make the stop, number 62 for the Aces. And, you know, you can see the cold air coming out of the helmets and the steam. And, Jerry, I tell you what, it's just gut check time. And this Aces defense has done it so many times. But here's another big third down.
That was a 6-yard pickup to the 17-yard line. Of course, they're in 4-down territory now. And completion to French. Third down play, 3rd and 4. 3rd and 4 for the Panthers. And Todd, audible.
Tell you what, he's going to run out of time here in just a second.
And boy, it could be. He's down to 1. Hey, that's going to be a delay of game. A delay of game against E-Town, and the coach is furious. I mean, Coach Brett Burnett is furious over there. I don't know if he's furious with the officials for the call or on his team for allowing it to happen. That could be the call of the game right there.
Well, it's that big 5 yards. It doesn't sound like much, but it changes the complexion of everything as it brings up 3rd down and 9. And now, hopefully, if Catholic is going to give up the crossing route,
oh boy,
we've got to stop them once they make the catch.
High school football and TVA being brought to you in part by Mitchell Monuments, Lanham Brothers Contractors, the Briar Patch, and Horn and France Insurance. And now the ball's back to the 22-yard line. They have to get to the 13 for the first down. So it's 3rd and 9 at the 22. Catholic 20, E-Town 14. Chris Todd, a lot of time to throw. Now he's under pressure. Now he throws, and he's there. Big Zip Duncan inside the 5-yard line. It's going to be 1st and goal for E-Town.
Well,
oh, there we go.
Yeah, here we go. Indeed.
Here we go.
Zip Duncan, that is his 8th reception as well, and he has been huge.
Oh, man.
He and A.J. French.
The ball's going to be on about the 2-yard line. 1st and goal at the 2. That was a 20-yard pickup.
But he's stuffed.
Oh, my goodness. Who's number 15?
DeAndre Purcell.
Purcell with the carry. And he gets it back to about the 3-yard line. A loss of 1 back to the 3. And now it's going to be 2nd. And there's the ball right on the 3-yard line. It's 2nd and goal at the 3.
I tell you, the other person I think we're going to need to keep an eye on is Todd. He may call his own number, Jerry, expecting the Aces to drop back.
Yeah, he carries the ball. Let's watch it. There's Todd Purcell.
What a great camel work, guys, right in there.
Right there. He drops off, and he's going to throw, and he fires, and it is incomplete. Incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. And the crowd's on its feet again. Chris Todd throws incomplete. They had 1st and goal at the 2. Purcell lost 1 to the 3. Todd throws incomplete. 8:02 on the clock. Catholic 20. E-Town 14. They're looking back at the bench. They want that big play. The play, now they're going to call timeout, and I don't blame them. Timeout on the field. 8 minutes remain in the ball game. It's Catholic 20 and Elizabethtown 14.
Mitchell Monuments has over a century of service to Owensboro and Davis County. That is a monument in itself. A monument to one family's continued dedication to providing customers with the best quality materials and craftsmanship possible. Today, Mitchell Monuments is the only monument company in Owensboro who does its own work, and it's still a family business, with Harvey Mitchell, wife Mildred, and son Tony carving on the tradition of quality and service. Mitchell Monuments, serving the area for over a century.
Lanham Brothers General Contractors have been busy. You can see their exciting work popping up all over town. At Lanham Brothers, they've been building excellence since 1951. Whether it's a design and build project or a major renovation on an existing building, the Lanham Brothers team is up to the challenge. Large-scale projects or simple room additions. No contracting job is too big or too small for the experts at Lanham Brothers General Contractors, where they've been building excellence since 1951.
Auto insurance is not some do-it-yourself project.
I tracked an 800 number I saw on TV.
It really takes sitting down with an expert.
Look like maintenance, it's who you know.
Range Insurance is only sold through independent agents.
I sat down with my agent, told her my life story, and she said,
Range is the best choice for your car.
I'm real comfortable with that.
Call Tim France at Horn and France Insurance, 685-5124.
Where's Owensboro's complete tire headquarters? It's Rick's Tire and Service. Who can make repairs in all makes of cars and trucks? It's Rick's Tire and Service. Who should you see for alignments, oil and lube, shocks and brakes? It's Rick's Tire and Service. Who has a trained and experienced staff and gives free estimates? It's Rick's Tire and Service. Where can you find 90-day same-as cash and 6-month same-as cash? It's Rick's Tire and Service. And where can you find top-selling Cooper tires? At Rick's Tire and Service, 2727 Beach Road.
Come and experience the magic of a holiday tradition as Owensboro Dance Theater presents the Nutcracker. The 11th annual production of this classic will take place December 6th with an abbreviated Saturday matinee at 3 entitled A Little Bit of Nutcracker and a full performance of the Nutcracker 7:30 at the River Park. A talented cast of dancers, actors, and gymnasts will perform. Enjoy the Nutcracker December 6th, sponsored by BB&T. Tickets on sale now at the River Park box office at 687 Arts.
Tom Watson's Prosthetic and Orthotics Lab takes pride in putting lives back together. The dedicated ABC-accredited staff at Tom Watson's Lab has almost 45 years' experience in caring for children and adults with both long and short-term physical disabilities. They're known for custom-fabricated prosthetic limbs, comfortable, high-performance orthotic braces, individualized patient care, and comprehensive rehab services. Tom Watson's Lab, where quality and experience make the difference.
20-14 Catholic, 3rd and goal for E-Town. The ball at the 3-yard line. 3rd and goal for the Panthers. Out of the shotgun, quarterback Chris Todd. Todd drops back to throw, looks into the end zone. Now he's under pressure. Now he throws, and it is incomplete.
Oh.
It's going to be a 4th down play.
Boy, it's decision time indeed, Jerry. The thing is, there's an awful lot of time to play.
A lot of time. The ball's on the 3-yard line. 3-yard line, and here we go. You can watch this.
He really throws this little lobs this pass, Jerry. You're going to let his receiver run into it or run under it. But anyway, it goes incomplete. And
okay, back to the live action. We're ready to go. The fans are on their feet. I look for him to throw to Zip Duncan, number 9. Watch this.
Look at him on the far side of the field.
Okay, watch this. Here he goes. And they're after him. And they lob it out there, and they overthrow it. Incomplete. No, it's touchdown. Touchdown to A.J. French. Oh, boy. The game's tied. Todd to French, and they can take the lead right here.
It's that crossing route.
Oh, boy. Touchdown. 3-yard touchdown pass. Todd to French. And Catholic, their lead has disappeared. 7:47. A lot of time to go. It's a 20-20 ball game. What a pressure pass from Chris Todd to A.J. French in the corner. And in for the extra point is Robbie Witt. He's been perfect tonight. Those missed extra points, that missed extra point earlier, the blocked extra point, and then the miss on the run could be costly to Catholic. Here's the kick, and it is good. So Robbie Witt kicks the extra point, and if Catholic's going to go to the state, they're going to have to come from behind here in the 4th quarter. Jody?
Well, they are. And Jerry, I tell you what, everybody's expected so much out of this defense, and they supplied so many times.
You can't blame them on the defense.
And they got them down to 4th down, and it's just, they've got big receivers. This A.J. Green and Zip Duncan, I mean, these guys are unbelievable. Or A.J. French, excuse me. I keep on calling him A.J. Green. It says only 5'10", 200 pounds. He looks bigger than that tonight. And Duncan is 6'4", 235, and I believe that, Jerry. These are great big receivers. Catholic really hasn't seen the likes of such huge receivers.
Pass interception by Duncan set up that score. They took over at their own 31-yard line, and then they did a beautiful job marching down the field. So a lot of time left. 7:47. Catholic's going to have a couple of possessions. Here's that real sharp kick and a fair catch called by Catholic. They're going to have great field position. Fair catch called by number 9 for Catholic, Nick Blanford. Nick Blanford called for the fair catch. They're going to have it at the 36. They're going to have a couple of possessions here.
Well, if there's anything right now that you see on this Elizabethtown, I mean, they're giving up a lot of yards by that short high kick that on this kickoff, Jerry. And even his extra points are not real far, but they have been effective.
And, field goal certainly would help things for Catholic right now. So they got a lot of possibilities. Catholic fans certainly not throwing in the towel. Zach Bernard at quarterback. The ball at the 36-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Aces. Aces trail 21-20. Riney in motion. Back to the pass out to Heath Wright. And, boy, they're all over Wright. I don't know if he's going to have any positive yardage or not.
No,
that wasn't much.
Jared, I think it's going to be a 5-6 yard loss.
Man, they read that one.
Just did not happen for the Aces that time.
That was a 6-yard loss on the completion. And that's all the way back to the 30-yard line. I'll tell you what, we talked about the Catholic defense, all through the playoffs. This E-Town defense is something to behold.
Well, they are. They've done a really nice job in limiting Craig Lanham to what he's usually capable of doing, and they're doing a good job on these receivers from Owensboro Catholic.
Bernard throws, and did he get it?
No.
Nope, out of bounds. And they're covering the receivers, doing a great job. It's going to be 3rd and 16 for Catholic. But like I mentioned, when they took over the 7:47 mark, now the defense is going to have to hold and get the ball back if they don't do anything on this possession. And they have a lot of time, 6:58 on the clock.
Oh, you're absolutely right. There's no need in hitting
There's no panic right now.
Yeah, not at all. And, the thing is, I think Catholic just needs to settle down a little bit, try to get this first down, and then keep this drive alive.
Zach Bernard out of the shotgun. Now fires it. I don't know if that was a forward pass or not to Craig Lanham. And, boy, they bend him backward. And will it go as a forward pass? I'm not sure.
I'm not sure about that either.
Okay.
But good job, Zach, getting rid of the ball.
I'm going to say it's a carry. I think that was a lateral.
Face mask, it should be.
And if it is, yes, that's going to be a big break for Catholic, because that'll be a first down. Lanham carried to the 32-yard line. That's only a 2-yard pickup to the 32, and a face mask will bring it up to the 47. No, that was it.
No, it was, remember, we had the 6-yard loss.
That's right. Okay. So the face mask gets it up to the 38-yard line.
This is another shot, though, Jerry. 3rd and 8. You'll take that over having to punt the football. I'm a little surprised that wasn't the big version of the face mask.
I was going to say they should have been. Okay.
Yeah, we're
now it's another
offsides.
flag.
Somebody is. I can't believe it. Must have been E-Town because they wouldn't have thrown that.
And it's caught by McGraw, and he does a little tightrope on the far side, and it's getting a little bit tense down on the field, and they're signaling timeout, and they're going to come over and talk things over. They have a flag on this side.
Saying, I tell you what, I really thought it was against Owensboro Catholic, but illegal motion.
Against Catholic. And they let the play go. They let the play go, which is very, very unusual.
Yeah, I don't.
They usually stop it.
I really am surprised the official could not get that play stopped.
And now.
Or legal shift.
And it was refused.
Yeah, should have been. 4th down.
And it'll be 4th down.
I don't think Owensboro Catholic realizes that they're about to send Zach Bernard back in. And one of those Catholic coaches needs to explain to him that this, they got it.
And Cathy's going to have to punt it away. That was a bad possession, all things considered, what's going on in this ball game. That was a horrible, probably one of the worst possessions that I've seen Catholic in the postseason.
Well, it obviously wasn't their best, but we do need a big punt here from Stuart Himes.
And they have one man back deep, and if they can get a good punt here, and if it can get a good bounce and roll, and it's going to roll dead right on the 30-yard line. And now if the defense can hold and have them punt again, dead on the 30, and 31, dead on the 31, and it'll be 1st and 10 at the E-Town 31-yard line. And now, indeed, it will be up to the defense.
Well, the defense is going to be called upon very heavily here. This is a big challenge for them. They've risen to most of those occasions all season, and right here, I don't think they'll be any bigger because they have got to get this football back for their offensive unit.
They have Catholic trails, undefeated, top-ranked Catholic. Trails, 7th-ranked Elizabethtown, 21-20, 6:11 remaining in the ball game. Quarterback Chris Todd, they are all over him. Here's the pass.
He dropped it.
He dropped it. That would have been the interception of the ball game. just couldn't hang on. Number 19 for Catholic High, Adam Turnage. It goes incomplete.
Boy, you're right. I mean,
Oh,
I feel bad for that young man.
And if he could have stayed on his feet, that could have gone into the end zone.
Well, you just would have liked to have had the football here. Good pressure.
Man, look at this.
Up front
There's
for
no
those
way there.
guys, and right there.
Oh, man.
Oh, he's got to be sick with himself.
Incomplete. That's the big thing. Just knock it down, and he did. Second down, 2nd and 10 at the 31. Stops the clock, which is good. Catholic trails 21-20. Todd going deep, has a man down there, and it's complete. Doggone it.
Ball was down.
Football.
I tell you what, the ball was down, and they missed it.
They sure did.
They missed that one. There's no way that they can
When
make that
he
ball.
hit the ground, that ball was loose.
Yeah, the official was in poor position, Jerry. I'm not making excuses, but I'm telling you right now, he didn't see it because he didn't have the advantage.
Was that Turner on the
That
reception?
was Turner on the reception.
And it's 1st and 10 at the Catholic 40-yard line. And I'm surprised they're in this hurry-up offense again.
Yeah, but this is what got them here.
Okay, and Rusher carries it deeper into Catholic territory to the 33.
Well, we'll take a look at this.
38.
And maybe I'm wrong, but I'll tell you what, it's an awful quick call to say he was down. As right here, you're going to see 84. It's a wonderful catch by Jerry Turner. But Ben Young is there, and hopefully we can see this before this play gets off. But right, that ball's loose.
Yes, it was.
That ball's loose.
There's no question. And he's going for all the marbles, and it's incomplete. Okay, that stops the clock. 3rd and 8 at the 38-yard line. Man, let's see that pickup for Turner. That would have been 19 and 10. That was a 29-yard pass play. That was a biggie. That was a big play. 5 minutes and 19 seconds. They get on the board again, and it's going to be really difficult for the undefeated Aces.
Yeah, it really.
Here's a big play.
This is a big play.
3rd and 8 with the ball at the 38-yard line. I doubt if they would go into forward plays. So let's talk that over. 3rd and 8 at the 38-yard line, leading by 21-20, where a field goal can beat you. If they don't get it here, do you punt deep into the? I think you almost have to.
I think
you almost have to punt deep into your own into Catholic territory, rather than give them the opportunity with 5 minutes to go to be this deep into the.
I'll say this: if I see an E-Town weakness, it is their overall kicking game. Their punting has not been exceptional tonight. I'm not saying that's a reason to go for it, but I'm saying a team to get to the state championship game. It really, I'm really shocked with this kind of a kicking game. I guess that just goes to show you how potent and their offense and defense is. But you're right. I think from a coach's standpoint, there's no question. If you don't get the first down here, Jerry, unless it's 3rd and absolutely very short, or 4th and very short, excuse me, then I would punt the football.
Okay, we'll see what they do. Coach Brett Burnett will have that big decision after this play. Chris Todd, a quarterback. It's 3rd and 8 at the 38-yard line. His team leads 21-20. A lot of time to throw, and he fires right down the middle. That play has been the moneymaker, and it's going to go for a touchdown. And that's going to take him to the state tourney, I'm afraid. Touchdown pass to A.J. French, and is that quiet, this Catholic crowd?
Well, that's his 11th.
That's been the play.
Yeah, it's his 11th catch, and right now, Catholic does not have an answer for the crossing routes. Coach Lawson and I talked about it in the pregame, Jerry, and surprisingly, he didn't seem nearly as concerned with it. He felt like that they had practiced against it all week and were prepared, but Catholic really has had no solution for this.
But you know when I said that cost them the ball game, that doesn't. It's a one-touchdown ball game. That's all it is. It's a one-touchdown ball game. I was thinking it was 2 touchdowns. It's not. Even with this, it's a 28-20. It's a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. I apologize. They're 1 touchdown away. That's all. That's all they are. So they can still do it right here. Robbie Witt kicks the extra point and makes it 28-20. I apologize. 28-20 with 5:10 to go. A lot of time left.
Oh, yes.
A lot of time
Owensboro
left.
Catholic.
Okay, I was going to say, okay. Boy, oh boy. I was thinking it was 2 touchdowns.
Now, listen, I promised some guys on an upbeat. We're trying to go upbeat.
Okay, let's go upbeat from here on in.
Switching over gears just a second.
Okay.
Catholic and all the other high schools are getting ready to kick off.
All right.
We had an old-timers game, and a guy I know was a PA announcer, did a fabulous job.
Well, thank you.
But just want to point out the old guys did prevail, and I told that George Brooks and Mark Rynerson and Jerry Moore and Jimmy Richardson, Barry Hardy, Greg Goff, all those guys that I would mention their name, you know, here tonight.
We're talking about the old-timer basketball game.
The old-timers prevailed.
Okay.
Traditional three-point play, Jerry ended up winning that ball game, and I was fortunate to be a member of that squad, and I hope I didn't leave anybody off if I did.
Okay, I had the pleasure of calling that game. That was a fun scrimmage, a green and white scrimmage at Catholic High, and Coach Mike Orr asked me to do that. I had the pleasure of doing it. Now let's see if the Aces can come back and get a dramatic touchdown. Short kick again, and it's covered inside the 35-yard line, so they're a touchdown away, a touchdown and a two-point conversion. A lot of time, 5:10 to go. It'll be 1st and 10, Catholic, 1st and 10 at the Aces 32-yard line.
Yeah, this is a huge drive for the Aces. They need to get some consecutive first downs, get a string of those going here, move these chains, and like you said, go for the tie.
It'll be 1st and 10, coming wide to the right side is Heath Wright, wide receiver to the left. Two in the slots. At quarterback is Zach Bernard. Has plenty of time, and he fires up the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, very dangerous, Jerry, having two receivers having two receivers in the same area just brings more defenders to it. And lucky that wasn't incompletion. But I like the fact that the Aces are trying to get down the field and get some yards.
And right now, Bernard and Greg Lanham trotting onto the field. They came over to the sideline. In fact, I don't think Bernard was in on that last play, or Lanham was in on that last play, and he just came in with Bernard. Just watch number 4. He might be going deep on this one. 2nd down and 10. The ball at the 32.
Here comes the screen.
Here it comes. What did I say? Comes to Lanham, and he takes a hit. He takes a hit at the 29, a loss of 3.
Wow, how did we lose yards on that play?
Lanham, a loss of 3 to the 29, and once again, we got it goes to the 30, a loss of 2.
The thing here, Jerry, is we do not want to give this ball right back to this Elizabethtown.
They are hot right now.
They are hot.
We have to keep the football. We need a first down. Have to get to the 42-yard line. It's 12 yards to the first down. Take a little, you think this team can pick up 12 yards. Not trying to go the whole 9 yards for the touchdown. Uh-oh.
He's got nobody open either.
Man. I'll tell you what, this defense from E-Town is awesome, and they're going to have to punt it away.
They are, Jerry. It's 4:14 to play. You cannot. There'll be a lot of people wanting him to go for it, but there's no way. Not yet. It's too premature.
And the defense now is really going to have to answer the call.
They are. They're really going to have their backs against the wall, and they've got to get this football back. But very smartly, Coach Lawson, not prematurely giving this thing away.
The last 2 possessions are probably 2 of the not prettiest possessions that we've seen Catholic this entire season.
Yeah, we really seem out of sync offensively, and I'm not so sure why.
They don't have anybody back, but it takes a horrible bounce. And look at that. That was.
Well, they just gave up a yard. They got to be smarter than that.
No, they accidentally touched it back at the. Luckily, now the other officials saw it.
Yeah, he's saying that they didn't.
And now they're saying they didn't. Come on.
Well, they got to tell you, the Catholics just got to make sure you down that thing whenever it's going
they'll bring it back. They got it. Oh no.
No, that's what I'm telling you, Jerry. He never touched it.
Boy, oh boy, down at the 47-yard line.
Yeah, little things like that. You got to. Right here. But I don't see Elizabethtown. I see them trying to score here, Jerry. I really do. I don't think they're going to try to grind this.
Oh, heavens no. They're only up a touchdown with 3:37 to go. Or at least get within field goal range. This is not over. It's far, far from over. Chris Todd at quarterback. He hands it to Rusher. Rusher, Rusher, short gain.
Yeah, very short gain that time.
Rusher, maybe a yard.
Will Millay in on part of that stop. I believe Nolan Thomas never said
he didn't even get any. No gain.
Yeah.
2nd down. 2nd and 10 at the 47. 2nd and 10 at the 47. 28 to 20. E-Town leads it.
Very patiently. He's going to milk it down.
Yeah, they're going to use as much time as they can. Here's the. Is that pass working or is that working? And to the big guy, Duncan.
Yeah, it's just.
Duncan.
It's been there all day, and Owensboro Catholic has. You've got to give up something, Jerry. Defense can't cover everything, but that time, Derek Blair limiting him after he caught that ball, he did not get any more yards.
He got to the 47-yard line at Catholic. So that's from the 47 to the 47. That's a 6-yard pickup. So now it's going to be 3rd and 4. So, hey, what are we talking about?
Big play. But we want to remind everybody, KWC basketball on TV8, Southern Indiana Eagles come in to play hosting as the Kentucky Wesleyan Panthers Monday, December 1st, 10 p.m., only on Adelphia TV8.
And that's at the Sports Center, so come on by the Sports Center Monday night. And, we want to pack that thing for the battle with the Screaming Eagles, first conference game of the year, and, of course, the tape delay telecast at 10 o'clock. And you can see the game at the Sports Center and go on home and watch it at 10 and see it all over again. And the big guy, Franklin, is eligible and will be playing in that game. Here's the big play.
Yeah, back this is, this is everything right
this
now.
This is it. This is the whole season right here. 3rd and 4. They stop them here with 2:45 to go. They'd have to punt, and the Aces would get the football back. Here it is. I bet they throw to the big guy again. We'll see. 3rd and 4 at the 47-yard line. Don't jump offside. Audible.
Yeah, he's got a lot of time.
A lot of time.
He'll milk it down.
And down to 7. Now he's
Gotta
looking to throw. Get him on him. He's got too much time. He's got all kinds of time. Now he may keep it himself. Now he throws, and it is caught, and he's got the first down and then some. Boy, oh boy.
There's none bigger than that. I'll tell you what, all night long.
All the Aces come out with it, but that was way after the fact. Way after the fact. And was that Duncan again? I think it was.
Jerry, I couldn't even make it out. I believe it was Duncan, but I'll tell you this. When they have had to have the play tonight, whether it be 4th down or 3rd down, they have converted it, and that to me has been the difference this ball game.
At the Catholic 39, that was an 8-yard pickup, and it's now down to 2:25 at the 39-yard line, 1st and 10 at the Catholic 39, and it could be the end of the season for the Aces unless they can come up with a football.
Catholic only has 2 timeouts, too, Jerry. They'll have to use them wisely here.
And here's the handoff to Rusher, and look at that. That's too big a gainer. Too big a gainer. He's all the way down to the 30-yard line. That was a 9-yard pickup.
Yeah, it was a nice pickup, and right now, Jerry, I'm not so sure that they will even throw the football anymore.
No, they'd be silly to throw it.
Yeah, Owensboro Catholic is going to burn one. They only got one more timeout. They'll burn the 2nd of 3. And it's down to strategy with 1:59 to play. And I'll tell you what, Jerry, it really comes down to those conversions.
You know, this is going to be a crushing defeat for Catholic High, but I hope they take everything into perspective and realize what this team has accomplished with 13 straight wins all the way to the semi-state championship game. And, you know, they have every reason in the world to hold their heads high. They need not, hold their heads down after this. What a year.
I think
my goodness.
You bring up an excellent point. I think it's a group of young men that worked really hard in the offseason. It paid off early.
They took
the momentum over, and they came out 2 consecutive years of sweeping the city championship, winning their district again. Doing
2 undefeated seasons.
Yeah, two as well they could do as far as hosting. It just, the way it fell, went down to Fort Campbell, got a huge win. And you're right. I mean, this program, Coach Lawson's got them headed in a wonderful direction.
And, they may not, it's going to be there. They're going to win a state championship. I have no doubt about that. Here's Rusher again, and, is he going? Is he going? Is he going? And he may go, and he's inside the 10-yard line, and the clock is running, and will be running, and that's a first down. It's going to be 1st and goal, and that, I'm afraid, is the final nail. It's going to be 1st and goal. At the only thing that would be nice here is that they'd get themselves another goal line stand, but it would be kind of, not as exciting. That was a 22-yard run by Rusher.
Well, remember this, before we totally concede victory to Elizabethtown, there's always that exchange, and anything can happen. So,
yes. Ball's at the 7-yard line, 1st and goal. I have a hunch Todd will do it on a knee. He did, yes, because he knows they have no timeouts.
Yeah.
Todd, no gain. Todd -1 to the 8. And the clock's running. 117.
Yeah. Very classy, though, here for Coach Burnett. He could,
rather than taking it in the end zone.
He could probably score, but I think he's just feels very fortunate to come in here to Owensboro, beat this Catholic Aces team and get this victory and go on and face either Belfry or Lloyd Memorial.
And I know there are thousands of Catholic fans, the faithful, loyal Catholic fans sitting on the sidelines here that have stayed right to the end their hearts are broken. There's no question about that. Some are here at 4:30 this afternoon, bundled up, freezing.
The buzz around town, Jerry, the way everybody was talking and everybody was ready. There were probably a few hotel reservations made in Louisville prematurely. But, like you said, this Aces team gave it everything that they had. They made a tremendous run, and without any doubt, a quality caliber team.
And the snow's starting to come down again.
It gets a little bit colder, too, at this point.
And it gets much, much colder as the snow starts coming down. And the fans from Elizabethtown that have come up here tonight or over here tonight are certainly celebrating and have good reason to celebrate. And the Aces fans can certainly cheer their team as they come off the field tonight, because what a great year it's been again for Evansville Catholic football. It's been a great year. My goodness, 13-1. You don't get much better than that. And Todd will take a knee, and he'll go down and lose one back to the 9, and the clock's running down to 45 seconds.
Let me say this, Jerry, while I have the opportunity. Obviously, it's always a pleasure to be up here. We have the best seats in the house. I take my hat off to this camera crew and the production team.
They've got pros out there.
They've really done it all season long. Secondly, to the high school coaches who have talked to me before games, I appreciate your courtesy. And partner to you, whether or not this is your last game, it's always a pleasure. It's always exciting with you. And I've had a lot of fun this season. And last but not least, I want to thank my lovely bride for allowing me to give up my Friday nights.
Okay, and you can see E-Town celebrating down on the field, and they have good reason to celebrate. And now Catholic High, watch them. They're going to go out and congratulate the E-Town Panthers as they pulled off the biggest upset of the year in Kentucky high school football, as they have eliminated the undefeated, top-ranked Catholic Aces on their home field here at Rash Stadium. The final score, Elizabethtown 28 and Catholic 20. Catholic jumped out to a 12-0 lead at the start of the ball game with 2 first-quarter touchdowns, the first coming at the 1:26 mark in the first quarter on a, let's see, I don't have that sheet. Yes, I have it here. In the first quarter, the first coming on a touchdown at the 3:20 mark when Lanham scored from 3 yards out. The extra point, remember that extra point was blocked, and that was 6-0 Catholic. The second came in the closing moments of the first half, or the first quarter, when Zach Bernard hit Kevin McGraw, 22-yard pass, and the extra point was, run for the extra point was no good, and it was 12-0 Catholic at the end of the first quarter. The Panthers came back to score at the 1:26 mark in the first half, late in the first half, when Todd hit Turner for a 12-yard TD pass. The extra point by Witt made it 12-7. And remember, we talked about that late touchdown. In the first half, it looked like Catholic was going to have the lead 12-0 at halftime, and Taylor had the pass interception in the closing minutes, 3:23 to go in the first half. That may have been the play of the game. Taylor's pass interception right near the end of the first half set up that first half touchdown for the Panthers. That made it 20-7, or 12-6, or 12-7 at that time. Even though Catholic came back and scored, remember, on that 49-yard pass from Bernard to Riney, and the 2-point extra point on the pass from Bernard to Heath Wright. That made it 20-7. But remember, that 7 points may not have been there had it not been on that pass interception by Taylor. It was 20-7 Catholic. And remember, think of this. Catholic did not score in the second half. Can you believe that?
No, that's very hard to believe.
Catholic did not score in the second half. E-Town did at the 1:26 mark in the third quarter. Todd DeFrench on a 32-yard pass, and the extra point by Witt made it 20-14. And then just moments later, in the fourth quarter, early in the fourth quarter, Todd DeFrench at the 7:47 mark, and then that made it 21-20. And then the clincher came at the 5:10 mark. Again, Todd to A.J. French for 38 yards, and the 28-20 final. Catholic wraps it up with a beautiful 13-1 record. They were ranked number 1 in the state most of the season. And I'll tell you what, you can't say enough about this ball club. And, the team just played their hearts out here tonight, and it's so difficult to say goodbye to this ball club. I'm going to try to mention all the seniors here if I can. Kevin McGraw, Craig Lanham, Chris Riney, help me if he can. If I miss any others, Jamie LaHue, Kevin Hunley, Adam Turnage, Eric Ward, see if I'm missing any other, Will Waltham, of course, Andy Burnham, Derek Blair, and Grant Hare, and Lee Martin, of course, and James Jarbo, Todd Edge, and Nolan Thomas, and Jesse Martin. And those are the seniors. And, of course, they're going to be missed a great deal next year. But do they leave behind a legacy?
Well, indeed they do. This has been an incredible 2 years for this entire Owensboro Catholic program, as well as this tight-knit family that they have here. I think that's evident by the crowd tonight. To show up as early as they did, to stay here as long as they did, weather the storm, if you will. They really have accomplished a lot, and like you said, nothing really to hang their heads about. Take my hat off to Elizabethtown. They came in here. Second half, they played a tremendous ball game. They hung in there, but really just too much, too late, really, if you will. But once again, Coach Lawson, nothing but a class act. The way he handled himself down at Fort Campbell, he said, you know, these kids have been through a lot with it. Some of them having parents overseas. Yeah. You know, let's celebrate when we get home. Let's don't do this in front of them. You know, to me, that says a lot, Joe. That's just classy. So.
Well, in 3 short years, I think, you know, Coach Lawson has done so much with this Catholic High program, which already was an established, you know, great football program. You know, it has been for many, many years, but he's left such a print, you know, such a footprint on this program in just 3 years, and it's a touch of class, it's a touch of great football that he's done. You know, the kids that have played for him are going to be remembered as Mike Lawson kids. You know, they're Mike Lawson products that have played football here at Catholic High, and they're just better young men having played football for Mike Lawson.
Absolutely.
And Catholic High finishes the 2003 season as ranked number 1 in the state, ranked number 1. They finished 13-1. What a great season indeed. And our hats off and congratulations to Mike Lawson and the 2003 Panthers. And our congratulations to Brett Burnett and the Elizabethtown Panthers. And best of luck next week in the state championship game. And let's hope they win the state championship. Good luck to E-Town, and let's hope they can win the title. That's it for the season for high school football. And like Jody mentioned earlier, my thanks to the Adelphia TVA crew and the great job they've done all season long. But, of course, unlike Jody, I continue right on with them. In fact, Monday night, we'll be there Monday night with Kentucky Wesleyan basketball, and Tuesday night with high school basketball. And it never stops, it seems like. We'll have the Kentucky Wesleyan USI game on Monday night, the playback at 10 o'clock Monday night, and then the high school basketball game on Tuesday night with the playback at 10:30 on Saturday morning. So basketball continues, although football ends. But what a great season it's been. And my thanks to all the coaches and their cooperation, Coach Brett Burnett and his great cooperation before the telecast here tonight, and Mike Lawson and all the local coaches. It just makes our job so much easier. For Jody Head and all the crew at Adelphia TVA, I'm Jerry Burns. Thanks for watching. Reminding you the final score tonight was Elizabethtown 28 and Catholic 20. Good night.